Ew, and I was like, "Ew, why is that the correlation?"
Because apparently I've been friends with Sam since high school.
You have. That was so funny when you texted me, I was like, "Yeah, like, since high school," and you were like, "I have no recollection," and I'm like, "Okay." I
Yeah,
don't
we were talking about it too, and I was like, she was like, "Wow, I guess I didn't mean that much," and I was like, "Yeah, I literally have no memory of you at all." She's like, "I was friends with Hayek and Matosh, and I was at Matosh's parties," and I was like, "I
Mhm.
do not remember any of that."
It is true. She was. I feel like she didn't come around as much until, like, probably my senior year, so you probably didn't hang out with her, like, a ton, but she did come around my junior year and stuff, like,
But
you
I guess
did
we
hang
weren't
out with
as
her.
close then maybe, but yeah, damn, that's
I didn't
crazy, I have
hang out
no
with, like,
memory of
neither of
her.
you guys in high school because it wasn't cool enough, so
Exactly.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, uh, which is
Courtney and I just being like, "Yo."
totally understandable, but, uh,
She's like, "Why
uh,
can we still hang out with you though?"
But yeah, I feel like you, like, kinda hung out with some of us, though.
I was
No,
just,
he fully
like
did not hang out with me.
I was just
Oh,
hanging out in, like, classes and stuff, but, like, maybe not so much, like, outside of
Oh
school,
my
like, I
god, this
never
kid's
really
Wi-Fi is
hung
so
out with
bad right
anyone
now.
outside of,
Oh,
like, Nick
everyone's
Grayson
frozen.
and,
Is it
like,
mine?
Amir outside of
that's
school.
who you hung out with, yeah, I was like, "Didn't
Jesus
you hang out with
Christ.
Nicholas?" Yeah.
Yeah,
Fun times. Good
but
old times.
yep,
Seb's
yeah.
frozen right now.
Yeah, he's the one with problems today. Um,
The fact that my computer reconnects to 3 different Wi-Fis is fucking ridiculous.
That's kinda crazy.
It's, like, connected to my building Wi-Fi, which sometimes works, and then my actual Wi-Fi thing, it's not working, so then we have, like, this secondary one, which seems to work for my computer, but
Mm,
my phone connects to the normal Wi-Fi. It makes absolutely no sense, but
weird.
kid's got 3
we just
Wi-Fis, he must love being rich.
Mm.
wait, Justin,
My
what were you
power
saying about people you were hanging out with in high school? I
Oh,
didn't
I,
hear
like,
that.
didn't, like, go to, like, any parties or anything, I just, like, only really hang out with, like, Nicholas and Amir outside of, like, school. But, like, in school, I was, like, pretty social, I guess, and, like, outside of school, I just kinda just, like, did my own thing. I don't know, that was weird,
That is the
but
funny thing about, all that, like, what people might not know is that, like, Justin and I were not friends, like, in high school, really. Like,
at all.
I saw him, but we didn't like, we talked a little bit just because I was your counselor, but besides that, we weren't, like, friends,
made
would you
that sound
say?
like a freaking obligation.
I'm not your counselor, I was your, team
But,
leader or
like,
whatever.
yeah, like, basketball, though, we, like, still, like, didn't really hang out, but, like, we kinda, like, crossed paths still,
Yeah,
so
yeah, I mean, our paths crossed for sure, but, um, we definitely sword fought a few times, but, uh,
hell yeah.
crossed streams a few times, but
S
but, no, but
speaking of
then we hung out later.
sword fighting, I watched Night of the Seven Kingdoms last night, and 2nd episode, that's a
Dunk in
freaking
the tool.
water hose, dude, like,
Oh my
that
god, I
his
know that old
mass
guy, there's no fucking way bro's packing that much heat.
bro, like, that was just, like, insane. I heard tales of it, mind you, but I was like, and to see it in person was like, "Oh my god." Also, I, like, finished the entire series, so,
Damn.
yeah.
Yeah, bro's literally like an elephant.
That thing was massive, bro.
Shit was like a third leg, like, fucking he doesn't even need um, like a cane.
No. So also just, like, love how he was just, like, drunk all the time and, like,
Yeah.
Dunk was just following him along for, like, the longest time, and he didn't even, like, notice. He was just, like, in the woods, he was just, like, drunkenly screaming and stuff and just talking to himself, and Dunk was just, like, following along and everything.
Yeah. Oh,
Don't
man. You are so staticky, that is rough.
fuck. Fuck.
Like,
Can
we
people, like, still not hear me? Like, is this gonna be, like, an
no, we
issue?
can no, the thing is that we can hear you fine, it's just really it's just really staticky whenever you talk.
Is this gonna be,
So
like, a
maybe
problem for the
maybe
record?
it's something with the mic. Is everything fully plugged in, like, on your mic?
Uh,
Like, you just press everything in, and
yeah,
then maybe on the computer.
yeah. Everything's, like, plugged in. Uh the echo's turned all the way down, the headphone feedback is turned all the way down.
And
Um,
it's completely plugged into your headphones too? Like, check the headphone part.
yeah, it's plugged in.
Okay.
Maybe it's
I
the
see.
fact that, like, I don't have this turned all the way up.
Was that the volume or what was that?
That was the like headphone thing. The mic I have turned up to like this, like halfway up.
Okay. Well, right now you don't sound
Love how we're just troubleshooting this like mid podcast. So
5 minutes in. I wouldn't say it's mid podcast.
it's mid podcast. It's only a 15-minute podcast, just a rundown of like just things that have been going on, and
Actually, it's only going to be about 6 or 7 minutes.
Hey yo. We got Courtney saying 6-7 jokes in the big 2026.
I know, that's probably the only joke you'll get from me about this because I have somewhat been dreading this podcast.
And we made sure that you'd be on for this one.
Yeah.
Dread it,
and I
run
was
from
like,
it. Destiny arrives all the same.
So I'm prepared for all the jokes today. I feel like you guys are gonna have too many of them.
I was like gonna have like this whole thing planned for it, and then I realized it's kind of hard to plan the entire episode around just 6, 7.
A number, yeah.
So
well, we can talk about
as much as I'd like.
You know who won the NBA championship in 1967? Was the Philadelphia 76ers. Yeah, they defeated the San Francisco Warriors, which don't exist anymore. Or they're
like
just
67ers.
67ers. It is funny that like 76ers won in 67. Like
That is funny.
I just put that together. But Wilt Chamberlain was on that Sixers team, and
that 6-7 team.
That 6-7 team. And
he actually wore number 67, scored 67 points.
That I actually would not be surprised by, because he was kind of putting up those 2K numbers on a regular basis. So
yeah.
But anyways, this is the episode I've been hoping for, praying for.
Be prepared to listen and for us to be insufferable for the next.
Be prepared to skip
6-7 hours.
Episode 68 and skip this one.
Oh man.
Because actually, like, there's been a lot that has happened though. That's the thing. Like,
yeah,
which is really funny.
At least in the NBA. Because the NBA. Well, let's get this introduced. Seb.
Well, I also. Okay, well, what we can introduce. Welcome back, guys, to Second String Experts episode
6-7.
6-7.
So annoying.
Pushing 30, by the way. Courtney, do it.
No.
Courtney, do it. Courtney, do it.
No, that's weird.
I will turn this car around, Courtney.
What?
I will turn this car around.
Okay, do it.
But as you guys can see, our third person that is a part of this podcast, apparently, I'm not even gonna say co-host at this point, is finally here because she was forced to be here.
I was not forced. I just, I've had a lot of very big life events going on, and life is crazy, okay? So you guys should cut me some slack. I've had very valid reasons to not be here. You guys are just annoying about it. And I actually almost got so mad at you today, Seb, because you were like, respond in the group chat, bro.
Okay, but
I also literally was so busy. I said I would come. I told you guys that, whatever. You were annoying me.
We were just trying to confirm. We were just trying to confirm time.
I know.
You responded to my text individually, so I was like,
because
okay, just
I was
confirm the time.
Trying to tell you when I could record the other one, and I've already talked to you how sometimes it's just too stressful to respond to texts. Just life, okay? I'm here though, so it's fine.
Yeah, I've been pretty busy too.
Yeah, well, I bet not everything that's going on with me is going on with you.
I mean, probably not, because I've been killing it on Hinge.
You're too much. No, but, like, basically, like, Keaton's sister, she finally had the baby, which is so good, but that's why I've been so busy because there's a newborn and a lot's going on, and it was just busy. Life's crazy. So, there's that. But I told you I was gonna be here, so that's why I was, like, just annoyed because I was like, I was literally going to, like, this doctor's appointment with this little baby, like, trying to help, and then Seb's over here like, "Respond," like, and I'm like,
Okay, but
"Chill."
to be fair, you were responding to our individual texts, and I was like, I just sent a text trying to confirm the time. So I was like, all you needed is a
Yeah.
quick yes.
I will apologize, though, I haven't been the best at being here, so you have me well, I'm
Rude.
not gonna say now because who knows what's gonna happen, but I am here for this episode at least.
And we will be running auditions for another co-host soon.
No,
So
you
just so
will
you guys know.
not. You're such a liar.
Right, I don't
And
know
I
if you've
already
listened.
listened to all the
Okay.
heat you guys have been giving me. Like, literally right off the bat, you guys just, like, start talking shit about me not being there. I'm like, "Jeez." But it's
Well, like,
okay.
I think
It's
we
okay.
we we
It's
look we
deserved.
looked at the last time we were all together, and
Yeah.
I think you've been on twice or once since, like, April 16th,
Yeah.
and I was like,
No,
"Wow, almost 2
when
months."
you, like, talked about that in the other episode, I was like, "Damn, that's pretty bad." So, I do apologize, but again, I've had valid reasons. It's not like I just don't wanna show up.
I'll accept a written apology, thank you.
What? You're what? I
Justin,
apologize.
are you, like, tweaking out? I can't tell what's happening with you right now.
No, I'm just like I don't know. I'm just kind of just like staring off into space. I don't
Oh, I
know.
thought you were, like, frozen. I was like, "What's wrong?"
No, I
He
was
just
just like
doesn't
holding this pose for like a minute, and
I know, that's why I was like, "This is, like, not, like, a
part of me
natural."
like was just thinking like, do I even respond to what Seb is saying? Just kind of just like make him think that I'm just like frozen in the background, just see how long I can like do this.
That's
But
so
then,
funny.
yeah, part of me was just like, let's just get it done. But yeah, Courtney, just FYI, we don't really offer maternity leave at Second String Experts. Just I
I know that, that's why I'm here. Also, I did not have the baby, so
Well, I don't know about
I didn't.
that.
I
Yeah,
literally didn't.
okay.
But I had to be there for her. It was, like, a whole thing, and, like, you guys wouldn't understand, but a newborn baby is so exciting, like, I'm an aunt now, like, that's so fun, and I don't wanna leave this little baby.
Bro's
So
unk.
you guys are just annoying. But I'm here, I plan on being here the rest of the
You heard
time,
that here first.
unless
I
something comes up.
Unless I
But
decide to sleep in.
no, okay. I actually felt so bad about that. Again, that wasn't for this podcast, that was for Overshared. And I didn't even sleep in. I was awake. Like, I just flat out forgot that it was Saturday. So
that's
yeah.
Yeah, and
that's
forgot to respond to my text too.
Bro, I'm sorry that I have multiple texts. Like, it was just too much, okay? Too much, too much. But I'm here. And so you can delete your little note about if I'm gonna open the notes as well. Because I did.
Did you see the one from last week? Or
No.
the week before that or whatever?
No.
Justin and I were fully just having a conversation about you, and we're like, "Oh, I'm curious if she'll see this." And then, like, the last second, you're like, "Yeah, you're not gonna make it." And we're like, "God damn it."
Oh my god, that's so funny. I did not see those ones, so you guys that that's valid. It's valid to put it in the notes. I wasn't there. I haven't been showing up. I haven't been a good team player, whatever you want to call it.
True.
But I'm here now, okay? So forgive me.
okay.
Or don't.
I actually had something I was gonna say earlier, and I'm trying to remember what it was, so that's why I was thinking. Um, shoot, what was it?
Something sassy.
Probably.
I literally came into this too, like, with the mindset, like, obviously you
Six,
guys
seven.
didn't say no. Obviously you guys didn't say like, "Oh, don't worry about it, it's okay." But I came into this with the mindset, like, I was gonna try and explain, like, why I've been gone, and you guys were just gonna immediately go like, like, just, like, going on, and
We
then, like,
we didn't do
"Me when
that. We didn't do
me
that.
when I'm schizophrenic, me when I'm schizophrenic."
I was about to say that, yeah.
I was gonna say that earlier, that I just didn't.
And then, like, bro's just saying stuff.
Bro, just
Bro's just
typing.
typing, like, just so annoying. Like, I came in with that mindset because I was like, "I already know they're gonna, like, piss me off within the first few minutes, like, of me explaining this."
Me when I fall in the hole.
Just like
Big homework.
but at least you didn't. Now you guys are, but at least you didn't, so props to that.
Oh, God. Hey, it's like probably like 80-20 Seb, though, just to be fair, just to designate blame here.
Well, Justin's just trying to sit down there and like mog everyone,
Always.
pretend to be frozen or something. Oh, I remember what I was gonna say earlier. Justin, you were talking about Hinge. I was at Chipotle today. I don't know if you saw my Snapchat, Justin, but
So random.
there was this like girl in front of me, and I was like, "Oh my god, this girl's beautiful." And like I sent like a Snapchat saying like, "Oh my god, this girl in front of me" or whatever. And then Tom he Snapchat me. He's like, was her personality beautiful or like was she physically beautiful? I was like, well, I didn't talk to her, so physically.
That's such a, like, Tom thing.
I was like,
That's
what?
so
I
funny.
was like, that's such a funny question. Her personality was
Well,
beautiful.
I think that it's good for Tom because he's focusing on the things that really matter. But
No, he's not.
like, I mean, I don't want to delve into that whole date anymore.
The physicals is what matters. Nothing else matters, right, Courtney?
Wait, Justin. Yeah. Justin, how is Hinge going, though? Are you actually on that?
I was cooking for a little bit. Like,
No way.
I got like, I mean, it's a different experience for guys because it's like
We outside.
they're like, we're much more physical creatures with like how we place attraction and stuff based on like, appearance. So it's like a little harder. I guess the same could also go for girls, but like, it's so hard to like have a profile that like looks like perfect. And that's kind of what you need on the dating apps. But
Just AI it, bro.
for a while, I was going on like a run where I was getting like 2 to 3 matches a day, and
Whoa.
which is like crazy because it's never happened to me. Like people that I was like also like likey and stuff and was mutual. Problem is that like for every like 10 matches you get on Hinge, it's like probably like one if you're lucky like actually go on like a date with. It seems like because there's just so many other like factors like other guys that she's talking to. But
Other
yes,
guys you're talking to. Yeah.
I did go on a date and it did not go well, but it's a first date.
Hey,
So
yeah, like, you're not gonna it's not all gonna be good. Like, it's totally
it
fine.
was like a personality thing in the end. So yeah, that's ultimately why I was just like, like there's probably not gonna be a second date. I did like reach out and say like, hey, great meeting you and stuff. She liked my post, but then I never like really like pushed it further than that or like followed up. But
Yeah.
that's kind of
They
like
met between 6 and 7 p.m. at a restaurant.
that is very true.
Wait, Seb, are you on the dating apps?
I'm not.
Okay, I was gonna say, I feel like I would have been sent your photo at this point.
But I was like, I felt like a pretty like freaking like nice commodity on Hinge for a little bit because I was like getting like
Oh,
likes like pretty much every day. So
go
it's
Justin.
very
Go
good for my self-esteem.
We outside.
But I'd say like out of all the likes that I've gotten, only one combo is still active. So
Okay,
it is what it is.
Hey, one's better than none, and you never know. She could be the one.
Yeah,
Ooh,
we'll see.
freaking bars.
Hey, I know. I'm
Yeah,
bringing it.
Seb should be on Hinge though. It's feel like I'd be interested
I'm
to see
kind of
what it looks like.
surprised. Yeah. Have you ever been on dating apps, Seb?
I mean, I was like on Tinder, obviously, but like besides
Obviously.
that.
Wait, I'm actually so surprised I never got sent your photo. I've
That is
got
kind of funny.
sent a lot of friends photos, but the most that I've gotten is Haig.
Yeah, not surprised.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone sends me that, but I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, the
And I know
photos are a big deal. I mean, continue.
because I know in Kansas we would like we'd pass each other photos or whatever, and so like I definitely saw like people text me like, "Yo, I just saw you," or like I'd match with like one of my friends or something. But
Mhm.
that was also when Tinder was like big.
Yeah.
Mhm.
and
Well,
it wasn't like I don't even know. I technically still have it. I just don't ever use it.
post
Like, I
college
probably need
Tinder
to like technically re-download it.
post college Tinder is
Yeah.
so bad. Like it's just like practically useless as like a dating app. Unless you're just like looking to like hook up and
Looking to
you like
fuck.
but like in college, like you would get like a lot more matches because that's what people were doing. They were on Tinder too.
Yeah.
Now people are just on Hinge if they're like
Mm.
serious and stuff. So
And
I
they're
was gonna say, I feel like I've heard
unhinged.
that Hinge is like the more serious dating app. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's
Are you
what
not
I've
on it?
No. Mm-mm.
Mm.
Mm. No. Bummer.
I get on. I set my my distance to like 200,000 miles so I can match with Courtney.
you know what?
I'm not on it.
You know what's funny is that you can like set like your location like anywhere on Hinge and like make yourself
I'd
anywhere in
say
the
I'm
world.
in Courtney's town.
I'm literally not on Hinge, so it would be impossible.
I find her like in a background photo. I'm like, Courtney, there she is. She's like in a group photo with someone.
Yeah, you message that person, you're like, "Who's that girl back there?" They're like, "I don't even know who that is." Like,
Well, it's weird is that like I remember in like in college, I'd see like girls on Tinder that I knew were in like relationships or at least talking to someone. I would just be like, this is like weird. Like, and like
that's crazy.
I'd match with like I remember that Josie girl that was
I
like
think so.
yeah
The
that
girl that you walked by us and didn't talk to us with.
no that was someone else. That was someone else.
Oh, okay. I don't
That
remember this
Never
now
girl.
forget.
what was her
Never
name?
forget.
Josie. What was her freaking name?
Doesn't really matter.
The Soph's friend, the one that was in the basketball and stuff.
Barbara Ann?
No, not that one.
That was
Wasn't that
also
your
my
friend? Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say. She works for the Blazers now.
Oh,
Is it-
Josie Williams. Yeah, I know
Yeah,
exactly
yeah.
what you're talking
God, that was so much harder than it needed to be.
about.
I matched with
I
her
saw her
on
at the Blazer game.
I matched with her on Tinder when she was like just clearly in a relationship, and I was like, this does not make sense. Like,
Like,
Interesting.
that's wild.
yeah, yeah. So this was like way back in the day too, like freshman year. So
yeah.
People
um
are crazy.
yeah. I don't know. It was weird. Of course, conversation doesn't go anywhere because I'm just back then I was like illiterate when talking to women. But I was like, I was like, yeah, I like literally seen you with like your boyfriend. It's like kind of bizarre. So
That's crazy.
She's like, shh. You're like, bet.
Sounds like,
It's like,
sounds like something one of
well,
my
he don't
roommates
know.
would have
They-
done in college. If you know, you know.
yeah.
Yeah, I am. Barbara Ann's cool. I remember hanging out with her, and then I liked her. One of her roommates I thought was like very attractive.
That was so
Alexis.
random that you're bringing up Barbara Ann
Alexis.
again. Like, what?
Well, because Justin kept talking, and when he said Barbara Ann, I was
Barbara
I was
Ann
gonna
is
say
more
something,
Soph's
but-
friend than Courtney's friend, it sounds like.
Nuh-uh.
I remember what
Are you gonna get on a dating app? Like, I
Well,
kind of want to
let's
see
get
this.
Seb on the dating apps.
I had moments where I was like, oh, I should do it, and I almost did it. I almost downloaded it. I don't know who I was talking to, and then I just was like,
But you guys should plug the podcast on the dating app.
I do plug the podcast on the
you know what I
dating
should
app too. Yeah.
I should just make a whole profile that's just centered around the podcast. Has nothing to do with like me at all.
We just
It's like,
have like
we're
we
just looking for guests.
we see a sudden spike in like all these different girls, and I'm like, why are there so many girls listening now? And it's because you guys are just sending it to everyone on the dating app.
That would be so fun. We just get on everything. What would actually be really like Facebook relationship, whatever. You know what would be really funny is if we just like we're trying to get guests on like that, and so you just have guests come onto the podcast, and that's like your first date or something.
Oh my gosh, yes, that'd be fun.
More for like overshare, or we're like, oh, want to come on the podcast and debate about like sports or something.
Wait, you know
That's
what
what
would be
it is.
so funny is like, do you guys remember? I think it was on like iCarly or something where they did like the blind dates where like they found someone and they would come on, and then like you guys would be like in disguise, like your voices would be under disguise, and so the girl would like ask questions, and based off of what questions she or answers she liked the most, she'd pick one of you to go on a date with.
Yeah, that's
Kinda
a
fun.
pretty
kinda fun.
common like game show idea for like blind dates and stuff.
Okay.
Wow, about to get shit
I'll
on.
just shut up. Jesus.
You immediately just shit on that
Yeah,
whole
I'm like,
idea.
cool, cool.
I feel like
Yeah.
I've seen that on like SNL too.
But have you seen it in the podcast space?
Oh, this is the first.
Yeah. Yeah, Justin.
Glazing is
God.
crazy.
Speaking of SNL, Tommy like called me out. I think it was on Overshared. He was like,
Oh, I thought you
not
said Tommy
Courtney, just
called me. I was like, what?
no. He called me out. He was like, not Courtney showing up as an SNL skit because I had like a drink with a big straw, and I was like, is that a skit? Am I
I was
missing
just gonna
To,
say, is that a skit? I
to
don't even
him, it
know.
is.
something? But today I didn't, so it's fine.
No, you just show up with a giant cup.
Hmm?
You just show up with like a giant cup. Oh, you
Yeah.
too? Okay.
Yeah,
Me and
this
my
cup, my
normal
handle
size glass.
drinking out of glass
Well,
is crazy.
yeah, that's kind of crazy. Like, who does that
Who
anymore?
does that anymore? Yeah.
Me. All
Like,
right.
I never think like, "Ah, let me go get a glass of water."
Same. I
That
only do
is
that
like
if
a very common thought, I feel like.
No, it's like, let me go like fill my water bottle.
that's what I am like right now. At home in Portland, it's sometimes like if I'm downstairs, I need some water, I'll get a glass, but
No, I feel like if I'm getting a glass, like it's something else. Like I'm gonna get like
glass
juice or
of
like
milk.
milk, yeah, or like something, but not. I never am like, let me get a glass of water. It's weird. It's
Whatever.
not weird,
Yeah.
but it's weird.
Yeah, I agree. It's weird, but kind of not weird at the same time.
Like it's not, but it is.
It's very normal behavior, I feel like.
I think it's weird to go to bed with a glass of water next to you. I think that's weird.
That's also crazy because if you wake up in the middle of the night and you're just like dehydrated, just chug that water. Like,
Wait, I just sleep with my water bottle next to me.
Yeah, me too. Right now I have 3 water bottles.
perfect. Not all of us own water bottles. Like some of us have.
Wait,
like,
Justin,
we have
you don't
the
have a water bottle?
Justin is not
Seahawk cup.
Justin has never been a water bottle person, and at Oregon, it made me
I
drove me
was a water
crazy.
bottle person for like a little
No-
bit. I had
Wait,
one by my
Justin,
bed. I just
you
I
don't
was
have a water bottle.
I was just horrible at keeping track of them.
That makes sense. But
Yeah.
like Justin literally would be at the EMU, and every single day he would go get like the large drink of ice water from Starbucks, and I was like, bro, just bring a water bottle. He's like, oh no, like he'd just have his little like, oh, I don't know, like little fucking explanation
Yeah,
where he doesn't really go anywhere with it.
explanation where it's not an explanation. Just
And I was like,
you
bro,
know.
you're just wasting these glasses. Because he'd
Wait,
just
I'm
throw it away and then get a new
Someone's
one.
gotta use them.
Someone's gotta use them.
I'm like, my mind is blown. The fact that you don't have a water bottle.
I spend money on more important things.
Yeah, like plastic cup water.
That was cheap. That was like that didn't cost anything. So
Or like a plastic water bottle that you just buy at the store.
God, just like classism is insane in this.
I just
Well,
feel
I've
like
always-
it's crazy. Like I don't think I've met someone that doesn't own a water bottle.
Deal with it.
I own so many. Well, it's funny because
But do you have a commemorative Seahawks glass? I bet you don't.
I mean,
I bet you
Again,
have
we
a
don't
Niners
both
glass.
get a glass.
But I
no, shout out to Dodgers glass.
That
And
makes
soon
a
to
lot
be
of
Knicks
sense.
glass.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, I cannot wait to get into that
Let's
because
dive into the sports because
Wait, I wanted to say one last thing. I was gonna say the one last thing. Of course I just forgot it too, which is sick. Had to do with water bottles.
we're waiting.
Oh, did you ever watch like the GQ 10 Essential videos? Have you ever seen those?
Yeah.
Courtney, have you
No.
ever seen those?
No.
Okay, it's like a celebrity who he or she will just be like, oh, these are my 10 essentials. And like you talk about like, oh, my wallet, my phone, my iPad, whatever. And like for me, I've always thought about like what would my 10 essentials be. And my water bottle is like probably the first thing I would talk about.
100%.
And it would be like 3 water bottles. It'd be like, all right, this is for like going to bed. This is for like when I'm at work. This is for whatever. So
No, my water bottle is like an absolute essential.
I'm just
Yeah.
afraid I'm gonna lose it.
Whenever I go on a trip and I don't have a water bottle with me, I feel so like lost. Like I just am so unhappy.
Oh yeah.
I am just afraid I'm gonna lose it. I'm sorry. Like, there's some things that I am like just so bad at keeping track of, like
But if you just, like, treat it like
socks.
your phone or wallet, like did you just say
Exactly.
socks?
Yeah, I'm very bad at keeping track of socks. I'm doing a little better with the socks I just bought, but overall, I am very bad at keeping track of socks.
Just wait a week.
Wait, how do you lose them?
Just like when I'm
Sometimes
doing
they just
laundry,
disappear.
yeah, they just like disappear. Like doing laundry, just like, or maybe I'm just jumping in the hot tub, I'm just like leaving them in the laundry room and they just kind of just hang out there and just mold and become one with the laundry room. That happens a lot. There was a bunch of socks behind our like washer and dryer. Uh, I get this from my dad. He's also terrible at keeping track of socks. It's like a gene kind of thing. Like it's yeah,
67th chromosome.
scatterbrained. Yeah, God. Yeah, scatterbrained behavior is very much part of my dad's side of the family. But we're still intending on being a doctor because that stuff I can retain like pretty well. So
The problem is he doesn't have 6 socks. He has 7 socks, so he doesn't have the pair.
I don't have a pair. Yeah, I am wondering where one of them went off to.
And I am not wearing socks.
Yeah,
So,
just letting the dogs.
actually, I'm wearing socks, but 6 of the 7 piggies are out.
Implies that you have like 7 toes.
Yeah, I know.
You have 7 toes?
Who,
No.
me?
Oh.
No. I have 6.
Or 7. And I have 7. Bro, you see these thunderclouds coming in?
Mhm.
It's about to be hella rainy. And then
That's
tomorrow's
so vibey.
the parade for the Knicks,
Oh.
which I'm taking a half day to attend, but I'm now hearing how crazy it's going to be, and people are showing up at like 5 a.m.
Oh, it's gonna be
Mhm.
absurd. Yeah, people
And then
are.
my buddy's like, "Bro, get here at 6," and I'm like, "So I just have to sit there for 4 hours before it starts?"
Well, you could show up at 7.
I know. I wanted to show up at 7:30, but
Courtney.
he's like, "No, show up at 6, not 7." And I was like, "Wait, what about between 6 and 7?" And he's like, "No, you have to be here at 6, not 7."
You,
I was
you know
like,
what I find curious about the parade route is that like it's only in Manhattan and
"Oh, yeah."
and not in like the other boroughs. Like I feel like they could have made like a bigger like route to like encompass like some of the other boroughs, but that's just my opinion. I don't know how they do that. Like maybe shut down one of the bridges and just use that as like like part of the parade. I don't know.
Yeah, I think shutting down a bridge would be really tough because that like really halts traffic. But yeah, I mean, my buddy was telling me today, he's like, if they had this shit up in the Bronx, like so many people wouldn't be coming up there.
Oh yeah, probably. I mean, like, but have it like in the Bronx and Manhattan and then Brooklyn. I mean, that's obviously like a
But that's just
nightmare.
a massive parade
But
then. Like,
where would you put like a championship parade in Portland is the question.
I feel like along the water.
I was gonna say down Burnside because you're
Yeah,
getting the west and east end of Portland.
yeah.
And it's like a non like highway road. It's like a straight shot.
Put in Lake Oswego.
Yep, that's perfect for you.
Just
But
in Dunthorpe.
probably just like on like one of those, like just Burnside would be perfect. I'm telling you, or Broadway, one of the
Mhm.
two, right by the Blazers Stadium.
Well, too bad it won't be a problem that we'll have to think about for a while.
I know. Well, we'll get into like possible trade scenarios for them, but Knicks
Yeah.
win a championship for the first time since 1973.
53 years.
It's crazy. Right before or right when Seb decided to become a huge fan.
It's crazy that I've been a lifelong Knicks fan for the past 14 days.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. And it's crazy that I get shit on.
Well, that's just how it goes around here.
I mean,
Courtney.
to be fair,
It is.
Seb is like based in New York City, and he's exposed to a lot of the Knicks culture and stuff.
Thank you, Justin.
You're just literally trying to like back him up. Like oh my god,
yeah,
I can't even.
I know. But like he has you can rationalize a little bit why he's a Knicks fan.
Oh,
And Courtney, I don't know why you're a Knicks fan. You live in Oregon.
I'm not.
Well, that's not what you said.
I never said that. Oh my god. I
Uh,
can't.
yeah, I think that that Knicks team was like something special. Like they went on such a big run. They only lost 3 games in the entire playoffs, which is
So they lost to Cleveland, they lost to the Spurs, and then who else did they lose
no,
to?
they lost to Atlanta twice and then the Spurs
Oh,
once.
Atlanta.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Oh
Ye
yeah, because they swept the Cleveland.
yeah. Like, remember, like, a couple months ago, I was like, "Oh, Atlanta, they could beat the Knicks, like, they're very wishy-washy," and then they just, like, kill them in, like, the final, like, game 6. Just like, "Oh, okay." Well, then Philly, they look pretty impressive. They just beat the Celtics, sweeps them. Cavs, like, they could match up pretty well against them, sweep them. Alright, well, maybe we should start taking this team seriously. I think that
Yeah.
I said, like, Knicks in 6. They went in 5 because, of course, why not? Just screw whatever I say.
It was crazy. I mean, the Knicks were down by um double digits every single game. Like the first 2 games were that the most was 12. And then it was like 29 and then 16 and then 14. And it's like that's crazy. Like that last game I was like, "Ah, shoot. They're going to lose. We're coming back to New York. That's fine." But damn, it's annoying. Nope. They freaking come back and they win. But then coming back from 29 points is insane. Like
That
the most historical comeback of all time in an NBA Finals history. What?
What I want to know is why are so many celebrities like fans of the Knicks all of a sudden?
Well, they're not. It's just freaking New York City.
I
Okay.
I think that, like, a fair amount of celebrities that attended those games were, like, authentic fans. Like, Ben Stiller
Mm,
has been a fan of the Knicks
Oh
forever.
yeah,
Spike Lee has always been courtside.
Jimmy.
Taylor Swift and, like, some of the other celebrities probably less so. I mean, she does have a place in New York City, but I don't know if she's been known to, like, attend, like, actual Knicks games. She was also, like, in Cleveland with Travis Kelce, go see the Cavs and Knicks series, though. Uh, Me personally, I enjoy watching the celebs at the Knicks games. I think that, like, it sucks that a lot of
same.
regular people, like, can't get in because it's so absurd. Uh, and I do think that some celebs, like, shout out DJ Khaled, who just was just on his phone throughout a good part of that game. That's just absurd to me. Like, that's disrespectful. You're not even, like, a true Knicks fan, too. You're a Miami guy.
Mm.
S so I I'm sorry, like, it's yeah, why are you spending all this money just for the clout? Like, like,
That's what I
Yeah, his
wonder. Like,
entire brand.
yeah, like why do like so many people go like if they don't care about it? I don't know.
Because you're a celebrity, you're courtside. They're gonna show you, so it's just like it's just kind of it's cool to be there. And like with
Yeah.
Taylor Swift, I don't really care that Taylor Swift is there. It doesn't really bother me because I mean, like me, like obviously I didn't grow up a Knicks fan. I've never been a Knicks fan. I'm not still like I'm not really a Knicks fan. I just like because I'm
What?
living here, it's fun to like root for them. And because it's actually one of the few teams in the NBA and all the sports that I genuinely don't hate.
yeah,
For some reason, it's a team I've never ever hated. And so I'm just like, okay, I'm here. Like if it was like the Chiefs here, I would not be rooting for them.
well, also
I feel like you're definitely a fan now, but you're just not wanting to admit it because you don't want to get the heat.
No, I don't care about the Heat. Like I'm a Miami Heat fan though. No, no,
well, al
I probably am a fan, but it's just like I didn't grow up a fan. So it's like but I think being in the culture here kind of
yeah,
forces you almost to be a fan
yeah,
because it's like it's everyone comes together and it's really fun. Besides like the crazy videos of people like beating each other up.
Yeah.
that
But
What? That's
yeah,
but I feel
wild.
like Taylor Swift and a lot of celebrities kind of like feel that energy as well, and so then they wear the gear because it does hit different when like you're walking down the street and you're wearing the gear and people are like go Knicks like Knicks in 5 and it's just like the energy is really fun. But then you get celebrities like DJ Khaled who just sit there and they're on their phone the entire time, and it's like he's so clearly a Miami Heat fan. The fact that he was even there is insane, and the fact that he was courtside taking away from someone else who actually is a fan and wanted to be there, and
yeah,
it's just insane to me, and, like, seeing him there pisses pissed me off so much
yeah.
'Cause, like, I mean, like, Kylie Jenner is at the games with Timothy Chalamet, which and I have no problem because she doesn't, like, bring attention to herself
And
except for, like, being herself.
Taylor Swift might not be like a lifelong Knicks fan, but she was like engaged the entire time
Exactly.
to the game. Like
Yeah.
she was like dancing and celebrating and stuff. Like I think that that's like awesome in a way.
She's
Uh,
not taking it for granted, which is good.
yeah, yeah. But like just if you're gonna go to like a once in a lifetime game, don't be on your phone.
Yeah.
Like that's like the
Just
remember when like LeBron hit like the score like what am I saying? LeBron hit that shot that set him above Kareem for all-time points, and everyone was on their phone except for Phil Knight, just taking in the moment. Like, to me, like, that's what you should always be doing with historic games like that. Don't be on your phone. Like, it's absurd. Like,
I think you're allowed I think you can film it, but, like, he wasn't, like, filming. He was literally just, like, sitting down, looking down on his phone while there were moments where everyone stands up and is excited, and he's sitting down on his phone.
yeah.
That's so weird.
And I'm just like, "Bro, get this fucking guy out of here. Like, what are we doing?"
Speaking of filming, why was everyone talking about Ben Stiller and, like, his filming? Everyone was saying that he was, like, acting all weird and being so weird.
Oh, acting weird?
I didn't
Yeah.
hear that.
I didn't say anything about acting weird. I just know that, like, because he's a huge Knicks fan, there were so many moments where he's on the sideline with his phone like this, just
Mm,
filming anything that's happening.
mm,
And so people are like, "Oh, he's about to drop, like, the best documentary of all time." But
mm,
I think that's sick because he's also filming everything horizontal where everyone else is vertical. So it's like that's like a true movie like director type of move right there, which I thought was
mm,
cool. But I didn't see anything about him being weird or something. So
mm.
So the ticket prices were absurd. How
crazy transition.
how much would you pay to like go to like a game like this? Like, what do you think is like a good value for an NBA
Like
Finals game?
600 to 700,000.
That's great value.
No, I think like nosebleeds were like 1,000.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So if I just had honestly, if I had just like let's say I just had like 5 grand or 4 grand to just be like whatever, I think I'd be willing to pay that.
Yeah, I think that'd be fair. For nosebleeds, that would make sense because like you also have to really consider the fact that the Knicks haven't been in the finals in forever. Like when the Mariners went on that like playoff run last year, they were doing pre-sale World Series tickets, and the nosebleeds there were also just absurdly like priced, like $1,000, two
Yeah.
thousand dollars, and it was it makes sense because to the Dodgers it'd just be like another freaking Tuesday for them if they went to like a World Series. But to like
Yeah.
the Mariners or like the Knicks who haven't been in forever, it it's a big deal. Like I have an aunt and uncle or a great aunt and uncle that were there when the Blazers won in 1977 and they probably could not have afford those tickets today if the Blazers went back because it's just so absurd with inflation. uh
Courtney, please turn that off. Thank you. Just kidding. So dumb.
uh but yeah, I think that like it makes sense for it to be expensive, but like like ridiculously expensive like that, where like only elite New Yorkers can actually experience like good seating and stuff. Like I don't know, just it just seems wrong. And then also the added fact that there wasn't like a huge watch party or anything outside the stadium, that really annoys me too.
Uh, it was cool because there was a ton of watch parties throughout the city, and I mean, it was sick because like someone made it projected from their apartment onto a wall in the West Village, and they had like 10,000 people outside in the West Village watching this game. But it's annoying because Game 3 that Trump went to, the Knicks lost, and they shut everything down. And then after that, they just kept that up, and they just kept shutting everything down. And that was a little annoying. I mean, the streets still were crazy, but outside of MSG, I don't think it was as crazy.
And that just seems so wrong to me, especially since he looked like he was taking a nap during the game too. Like that,
He fell asleep.
yeah, he like fell asleep at certain times, and like you're shutting all this stuff down around the stadium. No one else can really experience like the traditional outside the stadium watch party. like, it just seems so, like, narcissistic to me, and it's
Well, it's kind of a DJ Khaled move too, just like to go and then not really pay attention or anything like that.
yeah, yeah, I agree. I mean, and he got, like, booed during the national anthem too.
That was crazy
Yeah, like,
because they showed him. Did we talk? I feel like did we talk about this on the last pod? I can't remember.
no, I don't think we did because this was,
Okay, I think
like,
we just talked about
last
this
week.
I think we just talked about this over the phone.
Yeah.
But it was crazy because he was with his like granddaughter or something like that, and so they showed him. The only time they showed him was during the national anthem, thinking I think that people wouldn't boo him, and he got fully booed.
And you were at a bar watching game 3, and
Yeah,
he
and
got
everyone
booed too.
booed. Everyone booed.
It's just
It's crazy.
funny to me, but, I kinda expected New York to be like that too, because like, I don't really have a problem, for a president, like, attending a game, but if it's such an inconvenience for the rest of the fans, then it might be better off just, like, not going.
Yeah,
Uh, like, it'd be like if like, the Bulls went to the finals and Obama, like, decide, "Hey, I'm gonna go to Chicago," and this is all occurs while he's president, because now, like, Obama can go to, like, these games more freely because he went to the All-Star game, but he doesn't require all that, like, shut down, like, ultra security, I don't think.
yeah,
He can sit courtside, not really worry about, like, anything. But it makes sense, like, why you have to, like, shut everything down because, like, a president is gonna be attending a big game, and you're worried about terroristic attacks. Uh,
yeah,
that is why you should have, like, more a better understanding of, like, what people want, like, "Okay, like, is this the best thing I could be doing as president?" Like, it's like, if Obama did it or, like, Biden did it for, like, his, Sixers, I don't think he's a big, like, basketball fan anyways, but, like, Obama's a
hmm
big basketball fan, so if he did it for, like, the Bulls in Chicago, like, people would be, like, equally mad at him, and it would make sense. Uh,
yeah,
but there's a reason why presidents don't usually do that, but Trump did, and he caught a lot of flack for it, as he definitely should. Uh, so and then, like, it was like the whole conservative argument was like, "Oh, like, they're not booing him." Like, they showed, like, a clip of, like, during the national anthem, like, where they're chanting USA, USA, but that was all before they showed him on the screen there.
yeah,
And, yeah, it definitely did put a damper on game 3, which probably I mean, it probably didn't contribute to the Knicks' loss that game, but, we'll just say that it did, right, Sub?
there was just negative energy in the arena, so that's why. I mean, his granddaughter literally posted a video of them cheering, and it was like, okay, this is AI. Like it literally was AI. But it's so funny. But yeah, I mean, any president, I feel like that would have just been not a good move.
Yeah, I agree. I just think that just wasn't appropriate, um,
Yeah.
to
But
the
then the Knicks, it didn't even matter because the Knicks went on to win. And as a true lifelong Knicks fan, I'm just very happy. I was crying with everyone. No.
Well, I saw a question, posted on the interwebs that asked
We got a question in our
we
comments.
got a question in our comments. Where do you think this Knicks team ranks amongst all the other New York City teams in history? Like, how impressive is what the Knicks this Knicks championship in comparison to other championships won by other New York franchises?
I think it's really impressive. I think the fact that they only lost 3 games is what is really impressive. And people will say like Mickey Mouse run or whatever, but
Oh,
they went up
really?
against the Spurs, who beat the defending champions. So is clear. I think was their toughest match. I mean, funny enough, the toughest match was Atlanta, just because they lost to, but that was also early on. So I think they didn't hit like a flow state yet. But I don't really know. I feel like they might be one of the best Knicks teams of all time.
Well, not best Knicks team, best, like, New York City team of all time. Like, if you could
Oh, New
factor
York City
in,
of all time.
like, all the, like, Yankees or Giants,
Yeah, I
national
think the
championships.
Yankees take. I'm not even sure which Yankees team. Probably the
Murderers Row.
the yeah, Motors Row, Lou Garrett, those guys. Those are probably take the cake. And then I would honestly probably rank them above the New York Giants when they beat the undefeated New England.
Really?
maybe so. Just because I don't know. Actually, that's really tough. Actually, I might put the Giants above that because the Patriots were so dominant, and it's not like the Spurs were. It's not like they were like a 73-9 team or 73 and
Like
whatever the
setting
record
the
was.
record for most wins this
Yeah.
season. Yeah. Uh,
So 73-8 or 9, yeah. But um I think them being the Spurs was the most impressive out of everything, just because they literally were down double digits every single game. They were losing 70% of the game. Like
70% of the
insane.
series. Like,
70% of the series they were yeah. So it's just
yeah,
I don't know. I just don't know enough about like the New York sports
like the
championship
history and
teams.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I just know that Yankees probably take the cake. The Giants are probably up there. Then the Knicks are. This team is close.
Yeah, I'd say that we don't know enough about the Yankees like World Series wins to like make an opinion on whether or not they're like ahead, but we do know that the Eli Manning and the Giants pulled off like what many people thought was impossible and beat the undefeated Patriots. That to me is like the top tier New York sports victory. Uh
Yeah,
this Knicks team though, like it really came out of nowhere. Like it broke like a 50 plus year drought, which you love to see in sports. Like I love when teams break this long period of just like not winning. Like the Cubs finally breaking the curse back in 2016. I think that that's
yeah.
awesome. Uh like you see like some franchises have such prolonged droughts and then they finally win one and it's great. And I I feel like it's crazy in the NBA. There's been so much like parity over the years. Like the last like 8 seasons, I want to say,
It's been a
like
different championship winner. Yeah,
yeah, like it's crazy. I don't know if it's 8 because I feel like the Warriors yeah, Warriors won like no, okay, never mind. Sorry. I did the math.
I think
29
it's like 6 years or something.
I think
Honest.
I think it's actually 8 because 2019, 2020, 21. Yep, it's 8. Past 8 championships.
Was it the NBA though that we were talking about a while ago that was having like all the weird stuff going on with the draft? Or was that a different
That
sport?
was I mean, I've probably made some conspiracy theory about it because I'm known
Mhm.
to do that with NBA teams. Yeah, I'm sure we did talk about that because I felt like we discussed how the NBA draft process has always been very like wonky, but then they actually like
Yeah,
they changed a lot of the rules so that like now that's not going to happen like again.
yeah,
So, which I'm here for. Like, I think now it's like if you have a top 4 pick, like 1 year, you can't have in the next. I
yeah.
Oh,
think that's a new rule,
that's good.
which is yeah, which I think is great. But too little, too late because the Spurs are gonna have a dynasty for quite a while. Because the Spurs like made some pretty questionable decision making in this series too. Like Dylan Harper was freaking cooking, and yet
It was like their best player.
yeah, he didn't get like enough minutes. He like they chose Fox over him. And they were asking Devin Vassell about after the game, and they were like, "Yeah, Dylan Harper's not happy about his role in some of these games." And I agree. Like De'Aaron Fox did not show up this series. Like he had an opportunity to just like kind of dribble it out and just like take free throws, but instead gets blocked by OG. I mean, it wasn't a block. He slapped his hand pretty good, but uh
Who are you
he
rooting for? I was kidding.
I mean, in the moment, I was like, "Oh my god, it's just insane block by OG." Then I see the replay, I'm just like, "Yeah, that was non-block." But uh, like a lot of Spurs fans are blaming Fox for this loss, and I think that they will probably have to move on from him because Dylan Harper is their future, and the future is
Yeah.
now. So
Do you, do you think Fox's choice to shoot that layup on the fast break when he could easily just close the game out is a worse play than J.R. Smith's play?
no, because J.R. Smith's like you could make an argument for De'Aaron Fox like actually trying to score more points. J.R. Smith, like No, like, there's no reason for, like, what he did. It was just, like, just him being, like, clueless. De'Aaron Fox
Yeah.
actually could make some argument for why he did it, just score more points, put the game out of reach. But J.R. Smith just literally thought the game was, like, over when
Yeah.
it like, they were going to OT. So,
See, but part of me also thinks like the J.R. Smith thing, because they were going to OT, it's not as bad because like they weren't like losing or anything like that. But like with De'Aaron Fox, it's like if he dribbles out, he ends the game right there. Also, if he makes a layup, he probably ends the game too. But I do understand him shooting it though at the same time, because it's like, okay, he probably didn't think OG was going to catch up to him. I think he thought he was probably going to have like an easier layup than he did, and then OG made an insane play twice.
yeah,
So,
yeah,
and honestly, do I think the Knicks still would have won the series? I think they would have, but had the Spurs actually won that game, that would have been a very big momentum boost, especially with how they just completely choked that game.
right. Like, that would've made the series even again,
Yeah,
going
because
back to San Antonio.
they had lost all the momentum in that game, and then by him, and I honestly thought like, oh shoot, like massive comeback, and they're still going to lose. And then the Spurs could have easily still won the game. And had they won, it's like, okay, well, man, we got out of that, thank God, with all this momentum that the Knicks had, but we were able to, like, in the end, stick it to them. And then now we go into the next game with more momentum, or just like it's not as crazy of momentum, because like after they won that game, it's like, okay, well, the Knicks, like, they have this series, like that's insane.
Yeah, yeah, we all knew that the Knicks were gonna win.
Apparently, Wemby was like, we all know that we're gonna win, and it's like, okay, well, you guys imploded yet again for the fourth time, but go off, King.
Yeah, Wemby's behavior at the end of that series was just
God.
not good at all, and I know that you have some thoughts on this,
So it's interesting because I keep seeing these videos of these people analyzing Wemby, and everyone's like, "Fuck this French guy! Like, I hate him! Like, he completely turned me off from the Spurs and him and everything." And I'm just like, okay, I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna go be that dramatic, because I feel like I had moments where I liked Wemby and I didn't like him. Like when he was like drawing in the park, I was like, oh, it's kind of wholesome. He seems like a smart guy. He reads before games. Like the way he talks, he doesn't have a lot of filler words. I think it's clean, and so like I have respect for that aspect.
it's
But he did
6:07
go
PM my time, by the way.
Crow's crazy momentum killer there. Um, but he did go from like being very well liked and everyone being like, "Oh, Wemby's him," after he beat OKC, after they beat OKC, and he's like crying. Everyone's like, "Oh my god!" Like America's rooting for them, and then he proceeds to get away with like 5 flagrant fouls where he should have easily been suspended, like game 2. And the
Yeah.
fact that he wasn't, and then the way he starts talking, he's like, "See you never." He doesn't high five anyone. He's like overly confident and everything. And I honestly, I think after he beat OKC, he thought he had a clear shot to win the chip, because I think he did not. I don't think they took the Knicks as seriously as they should have.
No.
But like I don't like him, and I didn't like him in the OKC series because I was rooting for OKC. But I I'm not a fan of him, and I'm now even less of a fan.
Yeah. Yeah,
And it makes me question like him being like the face of the league. I think he'll still be amazing and have his MVPs, and the Spurs will have their dynasty, but he's I feel like he just showed like some immaturity. I know he's like 22, but still, like it was just like a lot of this shit. I was like, bro, this is not a good look.
I think that it's the maturity factor too. Like, it's tough to be in his position because he's defensive player of the year. He's, like, probably this basketball version of Shohei Ohtani, if you think about it, because of, like, just his you disagree?
I mean, I agree. I just don't like comparing people to Shohei, because Shohei's the
I mean,
freaking
just
goat.
don't, because, like, on both sides of the ball, like, he's just the best.
I'm not gonna compare. I'm not gonna make that comparison yet, but I understand in
But
terms of
he's
like they are
going that
both freaks.
direction, yeah.
He's going that direction, but Shohei is literally the best baseball player of all time. So
Yeah.
and like he's still playing, whereas whereas Wemby's in his 3rd year, and I think he will get there, but I just don't want to put that out there right now.
Yeah, it's a little premature. I agree. Uh,
I'm gonna
but
move your camera down a little bit. Yeah,
God,
there you go.
first it's too low, now it's too high. Like
Well,
God,
you're like sitting here and you're
you're
like
freaking
this.
like Goldilocks over here. Like
Just right.
this one's too low. This one's too high.
Hey, don't
Yeah,
try to see that crotch, boy.
doing my best Aramis impression.
You guys are so annoying.
Completely optional, by the way. I feel like we just speak in like
we have our own
not quotes,
language.
but just like it's what is it? It's just like little vocal stems. Like I
It's
feel like
literally
most of our
vocal
language is
stems.
just
Yeah.
just that.
It is, and it's, like, so annoying because like, I
It just gets
understand a lot of it because I've been around you guys for so long, but I, like, think about it when I listen to the episodes, and I'm like, "No one knows what they're talking about." Like
Hey Seb, maybe we should make up our own language and then just like not tell Courtney and Quinn like that we made up our own language. Just like mess with them. That's kind of what the
in
vibe I'm
reality,
getting.
the only thing we're saying is bro just typing out here, bro schizophrenic, or like bro just fell in the hole. Like
Literally.
We're
that's
just
literally
saying
all
like
it
the
is.
same like stupid stuff. Yeah, we're just
You guys would.
uh uh
Colin, my buddy Colin and I had like our own language when we were younger.
sure you did.
That's also because he wasn't real, so it was in my head. I'm kidding.
I was Seb when he was schizophrenic. Oh man, where was I? Victor Wembanyama, like it's just maturity for him. He's like you say, he's 22. He's obviously like the best defensive player in the world. You could argue he's one of the best offensive players in the world, although he sometimes he doesn't play like it too. Like he could be such a weapon on offense, but then
Yeah.
other games where I'm just like you could be doing like way more.
He plays outside too much, I feel like.
Like I feel like in that series especially he's played like way too outside. Uh and it just feels kind of weird like with the way that like they're scheming him and everything. Uh but at the same time he did finally face like a legitimate like threat from the 5 and Cat.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that probably like hampered a lot of his ability too. Even though Cat wasn't nearly as impactful as Brunson, who I predicted would have like a difficult time adjusting in the series. He was like the MVP. He was the finals MVP.
First quarter was always a little rough, but then he just like second half, bro, just turned it on every single game.
Right. The first half of the game was like a tough watch for him because his like efficiency wasn't like always there, but he'd still finish
Yeah.
with like 30-point games. So he like it's the fact that like people are still able to like scheme around Wemby is the reason why the Spurs lost. And then like the questionable decision making with like Dylan Harper being wasn't chosen over De'Aaron Fox. That was also just a bad move, and they got questioned whether or not their coach is the long term fit. But you know, Wemby personality wise, it's fine. You know, like he just kind of like he's just young, and if he's still like acting immature at like age like 30, then like what's up, dude? Like, come on, like.
And I also think it's not even necessarily like the immaturity. It's the fact that he committed so many like blatant flagrant fouls throughout the series. And like the last one that he got called on for, I was like, out of everything he's done, that was like not that bad. But the fact that he took Jalen Brunson's head and like threw him to the ground, no call. Like there was just so many little moments where I was like,
Undercut Jalen Brunson, just no call.
yeah, there's all these things where I was like, how are we letting this happen? It's because they wanted the series to go longer.
That yeah,
And I was like, that's crazy that we're doing this. Like, obviously, had he been suspended, everyone would have been like, well, if Wemby was in the game, like this wouldn't have happened. But it's like,
Spurs are still a
well,
good team without Wemby.
yeah, but it's also like, well, don't commit these ridiculous blatant fouls, and then you won't have that problem. But the fact that he didn't get called for any of these was crazy to me, and it was driving me crazy. Obviously, it didn't matter in the end, but like Jesus.
Yeah, we knew that like Wemby played recklessly though, just like how he
Yeah,
like
that is
throws
true.
himself around. Like he's got to do better than that. But that comes with age, like all
Yeah.
things. But
Well,
I know that like I was pontificating to you about the refs over text, like how I said like the NBA refs are probably the most blatantly like, they have an agenda. They have an agenda. Out of, the other sports that we talked about, like the NFL and MLB, the NBA refs are the officiating crew that have the most overt, agenda. Because you see, how they kinda prolonged that OKC Spurs, series a little bit to Game 7 when it probably could have gone, 5 or 6. Maybe not 5, probably 6. But, in this series, it felt like they were letting Wemby get away with a lot of shit. So, that would have taken him
It's
out of the game.
it's so funny because I can't remember if I agreed with you because I think I probably said something about the NFL, but I do think it feels like there's always like kind of like more of like a recency bias when it comes to like what our thoughts are on the refs because I know come November with the NFL, I'm going to be saying the same shit about those refs as well and the Chiefs and everything like that and how much that drives me crazy and how much of agenda they have. But the NBA, it does really feel like they have it, but I feel like they can have more. I don't know who do you think affects the game more, NFL refs or NBA refs?
NBA refs, 100%. Because
Yeah,
I can also attribute some of the mistakes that NFL refs or umpires make to human error. Because, for the umpires, especially human error. Uh,
yeah.
Also, some are just, bad at their job. So, um, but I don't think that they have, an agenda because you have to be pretty, it'd be pretty obvious if you had an agenda. Um, with the NFL, you have to cover such a wide range in such a, a small period of time where, the play is happening. You could call holding every single play if you wanted to,
Yeah, yeah,
but that wouldn't be nearly as fun of a game.
yeah, yeah.
Because you'd have, first and, 50s happening, and it would be like, "Alright, well, this drive's, pretty much dead," and same thing happens on the other side. I
It just gets annoying when they like make a holding call when it didn't feel that necessary,
Yeah, they do
or like it's on a bigger play when it's like, okay, well that was such an obvious hold. Like, how'd you not call that one? Then it's like, okay, again, we can't make the call every single time, but sometimes the ones you make are annoying.
Yeah, the ones that they do make are very annoying, but also they're correct still. Uh,
Yeah,
and yeah, they might pick and choose when to, call it, but I don't think it's done with an agenda to favor one team over another in the end. But with the NBA refs, it's so freaking obvious, man. Like,
yeah,
the Spurs were allowed to just, tackle Jalen Brunson practically. They were allowed to, like, just undercut him, do whatever they wanted on defense. And, Cat gets 2, very sus fouls, really early in, I think game 4, and it was like, "Oh my god," they might be cooked because Cat's not in the game. He's not in the game for the rest of the 1st quarter, and he's, in and out for the rest of the 1st half because they're just afraid of his foul, if he's gonna get, a 3rd foul or 4th foul,
yeah,
uh, it changes your entire game plan.
yeah.
With officiating in the other leagues, it doesn't affect your game plan as much because you're it, it it's weird because NFL refs, it's why I'm kind of going back and forth here. It's like, well, NFL refs, they pick and choose when to call stuff too, but they're not missing egregious stuff normally.
And it's harder to see on the NFL field.
Right.
These guys have pads. It's hard to catch every little thing. Whereas the NBA, there's 3 refs that are just all freaking right there, right next to the action. And so when there's a ref right behind Wemby, and you see him just throw Jalen Brunson down to the ground with his hand, or not give him space to land when Jalen Brunson got a flagrant foul for that, even though he gave him space and he just turned around. Obviously, that was part of Champagne's shooting motion, but still, it was not that bad. The fact that they just miss these is insane because I'm like, okay, how are you not making that call when you are literally standing, you are literally watching him, and you're not making that call?
Yeah.
Whereas in the NFL, sometimes that's a little harder. You might be looking at a dog pile, but it's you might not catch the one little thing.
If you guys could be a ref for a sport, would you?
No,
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 I don't think
no, I
I feel like
couldn't.
so.
you
No.
get so much heat, like, you're always wrong to someone.
Yeah, yeah. Uh,
I know, I'm trying to think, like I mean, I would probably be a basketball ref just because I know basketball the best,
Mm.
and I think I could do that,
If it wasn't based off of what you know, though, like, if you could pick any sport, would you? For any
but in general, no. I mean, like, you get paid, like, a decent amount as a ref, but, yeah, it's just, like, I don't wanna, like, I don't wanna be, like, making some crazy call at the end of a game, and then it's like, "Oh, well, that cost us the game." Like, I don't wanna be that guy.
yeah.
Yeah, because it, like, very easily could happen, like, it would
Yeah.
happen.
Like, I don't wanna be sitting, like, going home, and then I'm just, like, listening to Jalen Brunson, like, tell a like a post game interview saying like, yeah, well, the refs should be fine too, and because like that was a terrible call, and I'm sitting there like sick,
Like, "Ooh."
like
Yeah.
Scott Foster who just never allowed CP3 to do anything ever in the playoffs.
Oh, Foster's just a terrible ref. Like, genuinely
He's
just
been here for too long.
more like, if he's not gambling, like, I don't know who else is. Like, uh,
Insert the Dexter guy within the wheel.
I know he's gambling, I just can't prove it. Uh,
Oh, sorry, what were you
no,
gonna
no, go ahead. I'm
say? It's interesting because like, you kept mentioning like how young Wemby is, and it's crazy because for so many years with championship runs, it's always like, oh, well, that team's going to lose because they're the younger team. They don't have experience. And I remember for this, I was like, I don't think them being young and having like lacking experience is going to affect them because they're so freaking good. And they beat OKC, who's experienced, and won it last year. And I was like, I don't think it's going to affect anything. And literally every single game, besides the one that they won, they lost because of their lack of experience, which I just didn't think was going to happen, even though it's like it always is said. And I even said that beforehand, but I was like, I think this team's going to dominate the Knicks. And I was just so wrong. And so, like, it was crazy seeing like the lack of experience kind of come through, like where man Wemby makes like bad mistakes that cost him the game. And then De'Aaron Fox, who's like their vet, but still pretty young, makes like a bad mistake, they lose. And what's weird is that like the one player who's the youngest on their team, Dylan Harper, was the one guy who seemed like he was like the most mature player out of all of them and was the one who showed up every single game. So like that was very impressive to me as well. And he's going to be really, really good.
yeah,
But
yeah.
truly, them being young cost them the series.
That is true. That is true.
And I didn't think that was going to happen.
Yeah, I think that they're just so talented already, and talent is
Yeah.
great. Like, talent can get you to the deep into the playoffs, sometimes even to the finals, but if you've never been there before, it then it's daunting. Like, you remember when Dame was telling, like, DeAndre Ayton, "No, you've never been here before," uh, like, while he's at the free throw line, and, like, Ayton just missed, like, twice in a row, I think, and the Blazers won that game. Different level because that's a regular season game, but it's true because they'd never been there before. Neither
Yeah.
I mean, like, OG won a championship with the Raptors. He's got that experience. He's been there before. Other than that, like, these teams are relatively equal in, like, deep playoff experience.
But they're not as young, though.
They're not as young as is the thing. They're more seasoned. They've had playoff runs where they've gotten to the conference finals, but they haven't gotten to the NBA finals. So they've been on that doorstep for a longer time than the Spurs have. The Spurs, meanwhile, got through all their like the conference. They got through the conference, but they'd never been to the finals.
Yeah.
Hadn't been to the finals. They kind of peaked a little too early. Uh, and I think that they'll definitely win a ring. When Wemby said like, "Oh, see you never," like, that's just absurd. You have too much talent on that team to like not make it back there. So
I don't think that's what he meant. I think it was like that was like an immature moment. I don't think it was like, oh, we're never gonna be here again. I think it was more like Like, he just didn't want to talk to the media or something like that, like, "See you never," or, like, the Knicks, like, "You guys aren't ever gonna be here again," kinda thing. I thought it was, like,
Mhm.
some more like that.
Oh,
I don't think
okay.
it I don't think it had to do with, like,
I thought
because I know he's confident enough to win another one or win one.
yeah, I thought it was, like, more along the lines of, like, "Oh, I'll never be back here again," but, um
Because honestly, like, one of the reasons why I was rooting for the Knicks so hard, besides being in New York, was the fact that, like, okay, the Knicks window, I feel like to win one is not as big as the Spurs window. Because I'm like, okay, the Spurs, they're here already. They're gonna have their chance. They're gonna win one. Like, there's no way Wimby doesn't win a ring. I just do not see that happening, especially if they can kind of keep the core of this team, except for maybe Fox. But like, that team is so young. They're so talented. Like, they're gonna do well. They're gonna have a little dynasty probably. But the Knicks, like, every year they're like just good enough to get there and they
Mhm.
don't win it. And then this year they do. And it's like, okay, will that happen again? Maybe, but like, I don't know. I
Probably
mean,
not.
a lot of things kind of did fall in place for them in the East, not gonna lie. Like the Celtics losing.
I
But
don't
like,
I don't think this year's Celtics team has beaten the Knicks, though.
yeah, I guess that's a good point. But it's just like their window I feel like is smaller. And it's like, okay, well, they might win another one. Maybe. You don't know. But the Spurs, it's like, okay, they're for sure gonna win another one at some point. So it's like, let's let let's get the Knicks to win, and then the Spurs can have their moment later on. Because like, I just don't want the dynasty to start now.
Yeah.
So where do you think the Knicks are gonna be next year?
What?
Knicks are
Where do you
gonna be
think the Knicks are gonna be next year?
Knicks are gonna be favorites
Yeah,
until the Giannis situation is settled, in which
yeah. Because if Giannis goes to Boston, then Boston takes the cake.
100%. Uh, which is why I got that trade queued up in our notes that
Yeah,
has Shane.
but I think the Knicks will make the playoffs. I think they'll do well again.
Yeah,
It's just I don't think there's gonna be like a big drop
they're
off.
not gonna fall off a
But
cliff. No.
yeah, I
Um,
mean Jalen Brunson's my favorite player. So just kidding.
yeah, you've always been a fan of Cat.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. His oh my god.
I
I watched a compilation video of him just screaming like when he's playing, and it's so funny. He's like, "Ah, oh my god!" Like the amount of times he says that, like in just real time, is so funny. And all the comments are like laughing, but they're like, "Yo, bro, actually does get fouled like a lot." That's actually kind of like valid.
bro sus about it too. Um, yeah, I think that the Giannis, well, where Giannis goes is gonna be really interesting because
Yeah,
that 3-team trade with the Blazers, Bucks, and Celtics, I've been seeing that like passed around a lot. Uh, but Miami really wants him too.
but
And
I think Miami's like I think they're out of it.
are they?
Yeah, because apparently like the Bucks aren't happy with the trade offer that the Miami has
No
been giving
way,
them.
really?
Yeah.
I'm sure it was the trade package that they tried to offer for Dame a couple of years ago.
Bro, I thought we were gonna get him this year. It's like, yeah, you every year.
Yeah. Yeah, you just have to settle for like some like older like superstar or something. Like uh it literally like it's so funny to me that the Heat just keep on offering the same like bag of goods every single year, just hoping that just they'll be able to like force a player like go to their team. And
It's
never
like, all right, you didn't get Bradley Beal, you didn't get Kevin Durant. Do you really think you're gonna get Giannis? Like, you didn't get Dame. Like, come on.
yeah. Like you have like no like prospect that's enticing enough to like other teams.
Yeah,
Like Jaime Hawkins is like good, but he's on the older side of prospects. Like he's kind of like already reached like a lot of his peak. Like
yeah,
Tyler Hero, you know what you're getting from him. He's been around long enough. And like after that, like what else you have? Like
yeah,
um, so it's kind of like like I don't know, wishful thinking. Is kind of I don't know why I can't think right now. This
yeah.
happens with the meds
But
I'm
anyways,
on.
going back to that trade.
Yeah. So and with that trade idea, it's Shaden Sharp, Jeremy Grant, and all the Bucks picks back. That's the big deal for this trade is that the Blazers own a good chunk of the Bucks picks, and the Bucks are going to be awful. They'd rather have those picks back. So
Wait, so explain that to me. What does that mean when it's they get the Bucks picked? Like, what does that mean?
So when the Blazers traded away Dame back in 2023, they got a a bunch of picks back that were or picks or pick swaps, which is where like if you're let's say the Bucks were like higher in order of the draft and Blazers were like lower, like Bucks were picking 10, Blazers were picking 20. The Blazers could say, let's swap. And they have those swap rights to like change picks. Now the Blazers are at 10 and Bucks are at 20.
And these are like in future drafts.
These are in future drafts.
Up to like 5 years in advance or whatever.
And then like
Oh.
in some years the Blazers just outright own like the Bucks pick. Like it's theirs, like no swaps or anything. If you're a rebuilding team, you want those picks back because otherwise the Blazers can be like, oh, like Bucks, like you have a top 5 pick this year. Yeah, we got like a number 20, number 25 pick. Let's just, exercise our right to swap here. And Blazers get a top 5 pick just right off the bat. They don't want that to happen. You don't want that if you're a rebuilding team.
Oh, you have the 6th pick and we have the 7th. Let's swap for 6 for 7.
Probably more likely to happen than 25 versus 5. So, yeah, but they also want younger prospects back, which would be Shaden Sharp. They also would probably want Scoot Henderson, which the Blazers are less likely to give up.
I don't want to give
on top of Sharp. They will definitely give up Jeremy Grant in this iteration.
Please.
They give up Jeremy Grant, they give up Shaden Sharp, and they trade all their picks. Those go to Milwaukee. Milwaukee gives Giannis to the Celtics, and the Celtics send to Portland Jaylen Brown. So right away, like all these teams kind of get what they want. Blazers get a more competitive outlook in the West. Bucks get Giannis and become like the team in the East, and Bucks go into rebuild mode.
Sorry, one sec. Courtney, are you getting a message right now? Oh, well, it's gone. It said Courtney's browser does not allow recording.
Huh. That's weird.
Wait, there she is.
Sus.
Did you get that? Did you get that message, Courtney?
Can't record or something?
Yeah, it says your browser doesn't record, so I don't understand that. But
did yours say it too?
It would say Courtney's browser doesn't allow her to record.
Oh, what?
God, it's terrible.
I don't know. I feel like it's working, but I guess we'll see.
It's uploading now. I don't know why it said that.
Weird. Well, Justin, we interrupted you though. That was not our fault though. That was Courtney's fault.
It wasn't mine. Not my fault.
Oh God, it's always interrupted.
But I don't know. Like, do you think Jaylen Brown would be helpful for our team?
You plug him in at shooting guard next to Dame. I think he'd be helpful. He doesn't really do one thing like amazing, like perfect.
Pretty good offensive player. But
but would you say he's like top 5 offensive player in the league?
No.
Yeah. But he does like everything like at like a top like level. Like
that is true.
And he had like his best year last year on the Celtics. So I think that if you were going to get him, like now would be the time. He's reaching his prime.
He'd come in and be our number 1 guy. Denny could kind of be the second, which is kind of nice because I don't think Denny should be the number 1 guy.
Denny's body also can't take being the number 1 guy.
Exactly. And like the way he plays, I'm like, it's like too much. Like he needs to be like, he's like a better Josh Hart, but like more like he's like an offensive Josh Hart.
Yeah.
Like they play very similar, but he's just a better offensive player. But like they get down the hill very well. But also Jaylen Brown, like obviously he's in Boston, and I feel like he does kind of feel like a LA, Miami kind of guy. But I genuinely think he would like Portland.
I don't get that vibe from him. I feel like I could see him go to like LA because he went to school at Cal and stuff. I don't see him
the
in
way
Miami.
He dresses and stuff. He just kind of fits like that kind of culture. Like he's not like he's not very subtle sometimes. But he's extremely smart, and I feel like he could fit into Portland, and I think he'd enjoy it here. So I mean, I would take it, but yeah, I mean, would you rather have Giannis or Jaylen?
I mean, that's an
That's so
easy
funny,
answer. It's
actually. Yeah.
Giannis. But
Yeah.
the problem is that like Giannis has said that like he wouldn't sign an extension with Portland most likely. And
Mm.
that's what's stopping them is that his contract's up after next year. So
Bro, like, he lives in
if the
Milwaukee.
Blazers
Portland's literally better.
always also probably wants to get out of Milwaukee too. Uh,
Yeah.
so if the Blazers get him and they don't win a ring, they're they're in trouble because he is gonna bolt for Miami as soon as possible. Like that's where he wants to be. He's made that pretty well
Yeah.
known, and he would have the control to go there. So the only
Wait,
way,
I have a question.
yes, you didn't raise your
So
hand, but
oh, sorry,
Rude.
sorry, sorry. No, but so if his contract is done and the Blazers, like, want to re-sign him or whatever, he can decline that and go somewhere else?
yep, he can go wherever he wants.
Okay.
Which is why it would completely, like, fuck Portland.
Right,
Because we
okay.
would just invest all of this shit into him and he just dips out and then we're like, cool. Like, we don't wanna
Yeah.
be the Suns.
Yeah, like he would set the franchise back a little bit, not too much though, because they would still retain like a lot of assets like Scoot and like Denny and Klingon, and they'd probably still be competitive with Dame still being there for a little like in maybe another year, but like long term outlook would not be looking too good. So, uh, yeah, that's why I think that why not be a facilitator in this trade? You don't really have to go for the main prize. Plus, the West is going to be ridiculous next year, even more
Oh my
so
god,
than
no. No,
it
looking
was
forward to that.
this past year. Uh, so I think better load up if you want to start competing. Apparently, our owner is cheap on like everything but paying players. Like he's willing to like go out there and make like the big moves. The Carolina Hurricanes just won the Stanley Cup, and that's his hockey team. So he's willing to like
Well
pay for that for that.
well, so that's what I had a feeling, like, everyone's clowning him for trying to, like, save money on all these other situations, but I was kinda thinking, like, I feel like he's doing it because he's willing to make big moves elsewhere, so he wants to save money that he can then put somewhere else. Even though it looks bad, I kinda thought, like, "Oh, maybe that's why."
Yeah, the problem is he still doesn't realize that you do have to spend money on like
Spend money to make money.
coaches and staff and good staff. Like
Yeah.
we
I mean, yeah, we lost our coach.
we let Tiago walk. He was one of our 3 finalists. Now I guess it's down to 2 finalists because I guess he like after Tiago walked, he's not in consideration. One
Do you
of
know who else
whom
is in consideration?
what
Who else is in consideration?
we
Like, I realize
have
you're about to get into that.
we have a assistant coach from the Celtics who is very young.
Okay.
He would legit was coaching the G League team like 2 years ago, but their GM Brad Stevens thinks that he's a genius and think that he's really good, but he's also never been a head coach. He's barely been an assistant coach for like a long period of time
Yeah.
too. Then we have another candidate from the Minnesota Timberwolves who has been in the league for a long time back in like 2009 I think is when his career started, but he's described as the Ted Lasso of basketball
Hmm.
coaches. And he's also
How, like, is it personality-wise or because he doesn't know anything about basketball?
I'm guessing personality wise because
Yeah.
he would probably not be in the league.
If he
Yeah.
didn't do anything.
Yeah, but problem is that Dallas is also gunning for him too, and the Blazers better offer him a contract because I would choose Dallas because that team is more of a long term outlook, and you get to coach Cooper Flag, and there's a
Yeah.
lot less uncertainty around roster construction at that moment. So,
Just
um,
be a goldfish.
my God, uh,
Ted Lasso.
Oh, I was like,
um,
what does that even mean?
God, uh, crazy references. But God, I'm trying to get back on track. Uh,
See? Goldfish.
uh,
Bad memory.
so Blazers need to make a decision when it comes to coaching. I don't really want the Celtics like assistant coach because he sounds just not the right coach at the moment. I want someone that's been in the league with some experience that has never been a head coach before, but knows how the league operates, knows how locker rooms operate, and I think he's legit younger than Dame. So I
Damn.
I didn't think that would not be the best fit for us.
Yeah. I agree. I think I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
Would
But I
you
mean,
add?
like, does he, like, come from, like, basketball? Like, he could know a lot.
Yeah, but
Just because he's young doesn't mean he's,
yeah.
like
he could be a whiz kid, but like he also could not know what the hell he's doing. And with the way the Blazers are wanting to like compete next year, that uncertainty is not what you want.
That's fair.
Yep.
That is a risk that I am willing to take.
Or not.
Apparently Terry Stotts
Or
is under
not.
consideration for the Mavs coaching position too.
Not surprised.
Yeah.
My buddy was talking about Terry Stotts the other day because he's a Golden State Warrior fan.
I would not be opposed to a reunion with him.
Yeah, but when we have him, we have no defense. Our offense is great, but we have no defense.
But our offense is like top 3 in the league usually. And watching our offense like the past year, we made the playoffs, but like sometimes off the inbounds, it was just like, buddy, what are we doing? We were also like,
yeah, that's fair,
blasting like turnovers a game. Like we had like a lot of holes in our offense. So I think that if our defense is passable enough, like we have the personnel, we got Klingon, we got Kamara, we got Holiday, we got like a lot more pieces than like when Dame had his finals run. Also, Jaylen Brown would be like a plus defender too.
That is true. I guess we'd have him, Kamara, Klingon, who are all pretty solid defenders.
Right.
Drew. So that's a good point.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind it then.
Yeah. So I think that like I wouldn't be opposed to it just for the offensive upside. Because like watching our team on offense has always been like an adventure the past couple of years. So
yeah.
But yeah, a lot of crazy stuff going on in the NBA because the Knicks just won, and like it's interesting to see like the first couple weeks what the fallout is from that.
Yeah. Well, so like, do you guys think I should go to the parade tomorrow and get up at 5 a.m.?
I feel like you should. Why wouldn't you?
Damn, the Glazing's crazy.
Because I don't want to get up that early and have to like
I feel like it's
wait
like,
outside for 4 hours.
I like understand it, but I feel like I was like similar when we were in college and game day was coming around, and I was like, why would I get up? Like all that stuff. But it's like they're just cool experiences, I think.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Like, when are you gonna get to experience that again? You don't know. If you ever will.
Never.
That is true. That is true.
None of our teams are ever winning anything.
Well, my coworker was like, "Oh, I'll just go to the next one." I'm like, "Yeah, in like 50 years, bro."
Yeah, like you're never promised that, so like, why not just go to it now?
True. I guess I'll just do that. Yeah.
And you know what? You can sleep when you're dead.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean that is kind of what my mindset is.
Yeah, this is the one that literally never sleeps, but is like worried about getting up early.
No, I'm more worried about like when I should go to bed because I know I'm not gonna be able to go to bed like before midnight, and I just know that's not.
Just don't go to bed. Just keep going.
Yeah, keep staying up.
Get on that high. Get on that high.
That sleep deprivation high, dude.
I mean, it hits different, you know?
Yeah, I'll probably just go to bed at midnight.
Yeah, I'll probably get some sleep.
5 hours, that's fine. Then I'll just sleep tomorrow, and then I am busy the next 2 days. God damn it.
Don't you have a job?
Yeah, I mean, I'm taking a half day.
I'm calling out.
My other 2 coworkers are also taking a half day. So I'm like, I don't feel as bad.
Wait, how are you going to take a half day?
What?
How are you going to take a half day and get there then?
I'm just going to show up at like 2:00.
Oh, you're going to show up after.
Yeah. Which sucks, but whatever.
Yeah, it's a little
Wait, I feel like you should just take a whole day.
I thought about it, but then my 2 coworkers were taking half days, so I was like, I shouldn't be that guy.
Yeah. You also missed like a lot of time lately, I feel like, but
I feel like I
Justin, are you his boss?
I'm your boss.
I work in the shop. I'm one of those hidden bosses, you know, work in the shadows. You don't know
Yeah,
the
Courtney,
you don't
what?
know the true mastermind behind this podcast. So you think
I just feel like
everyone thinks it's Seb, but it's really me.
I'm the front, so just know, Courtney, when you come after me, you're coming after Justin.
Yeah.
When you're going
good.
after Justin, you're coming after Courtney.
I just feel like you should take
Courtney's
the
the
whole day. Like, again, you live once. Like, you know you're replaceable at your
You
job.
actually die once.
Courtney. You know you're replaceable at your job.
I
It's true. Like, it's
kind
like
of am.
you definitely are.
Definitely dispensable there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to take a full day, but then my two coworkers were taking half days, so I was like, let me just take a half day.
Yeah,
Doesn't
but like
matter.
that's okay. So
I mean, it will suck, but like when it hits 1:00, I'm like, all right,
Guess I have to go
gotta
back to work.
go. But at
I'm
least my
just
day will be
saying,
shorter.
if I were you, I'd call
Yeah,
out.
well, you're not me. But Courtney, I was gonna say, so while you've been gone, Justin and I, we've
Since you've been gone.
since you've been gone,
Okay, what?
since you've been gone, we've actually created an HR here, so we're gonna have
Who
to.
is it?
We have a lot. It's Justin and I.
Doesn't count.
Yeah, we get nothing done.
Yeah.
And you're not HR.
I just want to hear all the jokes.
Yeah.
Wait, that's so
Joke
funny.
was so funny, HR
I
wanted it.
just watched this movie. It's on Netflix. It's like a cheesy like rom-com, and it was like,
Office Romance?
yes. Have you
Yeah,
seen
I
it?
watched it.
But it just reminded me of the HR guy, and at the very end, like literally
He's
people
like,
are lining out the door,
yeah.
and they're like, I'm waking up with this guy and this guy and this guy and this guy, and he's like, oh my god.
It was so funny.
At least they have HR, I guess. Unlike this business, we have nothing.
This is actually a non-profit because we are actually delivering
You're
a
correct.
public
You are
good
correct.
to the world. So
It's a public service, so you're welcome.
So you're welcome. That's
Well, it's a
hilarious.
non-profit for you guys.
Oh yeah, I forgot that Seb secretly gets paid.
Justin does too, but Courtney doesn't get paid when she's not here.
Oh my
no,
God, could
I'm
you
the one making
imagine?
all the money. So
That would be such a bad fallout. Like, you guys are like secretly making money and keeping it from. That'd be so bad.
I mean, it'd be tough because you'd never know because you're never here.
I just have faith in you guys that you wouldn't do that to me, which maybe I shouldn't have that faith, but I do.
Bro's too schizophrenic.
What?
You want to talk about some baseball? I want to talk about some baseball.
Yeah, let's talk about some baseball briefly, and then
The Miz,
close it out soon.
dude. The Miz. Mizorowski.
He is godly.
Yeah. He is a dog, like one of Courtney's dogs. He threw like 104.5 miles per hour in the first inning in a complete game shutout. He only gave up one hit, and they win 6-0. He went the distance all 9 innings. He finished with less than like 100 pitches too.
That's what's I mean, everything was crazy, but that's crazy.
I think he had 18 strikeouts, I want to say. Like
he had 15.
15? Jesus Christ, dude. Like he gave me 50 fantasy points. I still ended up losing because all my pitchers just turned into a bunch of doofuses. Like he is just absurd. Like he's been absurd for like a long time. Like he's, in my opinion, the Cy Young winner this year for the National League. Like it's so tough because like obviously Paul Skeens is still there. He's still throwing heat. There's a pitcher I'm like blanking on. There's not like in the National League that's also like doing really well. Not Chris Sale, even though he's doing good too. But like he's hands down the best pitcher in baseball right now. Like he was still throwing 100 plus in the 9th inning. Absurd.
It's
That is crazy.
It's actually insane because he's only in his second year, and just watching like the highlights of that, because I wasn't watching the game, which I wish I did, but watching the highlights, I'm like 104.5, 104, 104. I'm like, that
What
was your
the hell?
80th pitch, bro. How? Like we're in like this is the 8th inning, and he allowed 1 hit. The he was so close to a no hitter too. Like that's insane.
It would have been
That's crazy.
probably one of the best no hitters of all time, because
Yeah,
like to finish below 100 pitches just for a complete game shutout.
to be throwing that much heat to then have a no hitter would be just like stacking on top of everything is just insane.
His arm must be just insane. Like just internally,
God,
just gotta be just like freaking iron in there.
but yeah, he is
Literally,
a
like, how did
beast.
it keep going?
He's the best pitcher in the league. I think he'll win the Cy Young
He should win the Cy
for
Young.
National League. Yeah,
I don't know about the American League. American League's a little weird this year with its pitchers. It's
yeah,
it's also like still like technically like only like a third of the way through.
yeah. That's the thing. It is kind of early still.
Which is kind of insane to think about. But like obviously Tarek Skubal has to make up for some lost time. Schlittler has not been looking too hot in the last couple outings.
Really?
Yeah, he has not been playing up to like how I know he can play. Uh Acting like I'm his coach.
I know, like, I
And
know
then
he can
like,
play.
I mean, bro, like my pitcher Soriano like started off the season looking so good, and then he's kind of fallen off a cliff.
I mean, all of my pitchers have been kind of just playing like bums lately. Like, I thought that Garrett Crochet would be a contender. He's on the IL for a long period of time, and he sucked when he was in there. Like, a lot of my pitchers are just kind of just disappointing me right now. Emerson Hancock's taking a
Honestly,
step
mine
back.
too.
Um,
My best pitcher is Chase Burns.
Uh,
Zach Wheeler's been decent too.
yeah, but I don't know if he's on. He's not on the level of like
Oh no, he's not. But
Miz.
I'm
Yeah,
just looking at my team right now.
yeah,
I mean, no pitcher on my team is on his level,
yeah. Yeah.
but my hitting's good.
My hitting is just Jordan and like whatever anyone else can get me that day.
Also, the fact that I am in first place and have a 98% chance of making. Okay, damn it, Courtney. That's so unfortunate. The fact that I have a 98% chance of making the playoffs and I'm in first place when I was literally projected like a 20% chance of making the playoffs in the beginning of the season is crazy.
I'd still put
Which
you
I still never
put you at
understood.
that percentage.
Yeah. You know what's really funny to think about is like not to just like glaze myself real quick. Because I was thinking about this earlier today. I was like, in like every single sports fantasy league that we have, I'm like consistently
Oh God.
like in the top 4. Like I can't actually legit think of a time where I wasn't one of the top teams in the league. And there are even times where I'm like, I don't think my draft was that good, and then I still end up playing well. So I'm like, I don't know why, but and then in baseball, I was like, damn, I don't think my team's gonna be that good. But like my hitting has kind of carried me this year.
I mean, you're right. That is glazing yourself.
But it's just interesting because I'm like I mean like you're pretty consistently up there, but then you also have moments where like your teams are ass.
Yeah.
But usually not. But then like people like Tom and Quinn and usually consistently have bad teams. Tom's actually not as bad this year, but like Drew's usually pretty good.
Drew's had
But it's
off
just kind of
year.
interesting. Yeah, Drew's has had that off year. But it's just kind of interesting seeing that.
And Courtney's
like,
always just like on the bench.
Yeah, Courtney has the second worst record. Like she's not good either. So it's like I was fully glazing myself there for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh my
Or like
god,
for
I
like 2
thought I
minutes.
lost connection then.
What I was saying was I find it funny how I'm always projected like, or I'm like every single year in fantasy, whatever fantasy league we're in, I always am like top 4, like no matter what, basically, even if I don't start like that. It just
I
like
feel like we should like one year we should just like all like go against you. Like all of us work together. Like
well, I'm also usually the league manager, the
yeah, but
commissioner.
that doesn't mean we can't work together.
Well, means I can veto shit though.
Yeah, that is true.
Wait, for real?
Yeah, he can veto shit.
I have full control over like trades. If I don't like a trade, I can fully veto it.
Okay, what a conspiracy theory we have going on here then.
I can
Why
also
are
add
you always
points.
projected?
I can also add points to teams.
Yeah, you're just now
What?
seeing this. He
Yeah, like I could easily just go in and give like some team like 50 extra points and
Wait,
they'd end up winning.
what?
I
Seb,
I
you
don't I
literally, like,
don't do that.
I don't believe you.
I mean, if you just do the math, it wouldn't make sense. Like if I had 50 random points and like you had like 200 points that week and then you finished with 250, it'd be like, okay, well, where the fuck did this 50 points come from?
I just don't believe that you haven't cheated.
No, because you also can see in the history that like recent activity that if I adjust something,
I don't know.
but you also don't check the app, so you wouldn't know.
I
But
do sometimes. I just haven't.
but
A
yeah.
while.
Anyways, yeah, Jacob Mizorowski is a fucking god.
You know who else is him? Colt
Colt fucking
Emerson.
Emerson, bro. Oh my god,
Bro is
I
saving me
am
from
so
despair.
happy.
He's
Yeah,
saving me from despair as a Mariners fan. Like he is playing at such a good level, and he's only 20. Like he can't buy like alcohol legally, and he's hitting home runs like
Crazy.
pretty regularly. Like he's at like 6, I think.
crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, and he just like got in the league like a month ago. That's great progress for a rookie. So
First hit also of his career was a home run.
right, right. He's I didn't think he'd be a power hitter, honestly. I thought he'd be a contact guy. But I'm happy he's a power hitter because we need more of that in the lineup, especially with how many injuries the Mariners have with Randy being out, Josh Naylor being like out, maybe like not too long, but Brendan Donovan also being out. Like the good thing about all these injuries, I guess, is we get to see all these young prospects finally play, and I'm
Yeah,
totally here for it.
and I just want to call up the LSU guy
Cade, oh, he's coming. He's coming.
because I mean people are comparing him to oh, I forgot who they compared him to, but they were like, this guy like could be like a Paul Skeens kind of thing. Like, he comes in and has like Paul Skeens dominance.
He easily could. He's supposed to be our Cy Young guy. Uh, like
Jacob, watch out!
no, he won't have to compete with Jacob. But I bet if he comes up next year, he could be the Cy Young guy
Oh my god, that'd be
in his
so
first
nice.
year, which would just be absurd. But the Mariners need like a pitcher, like a good pitcher, finally come up because I feel like they're kind of scuffling a little bit this year, which is weird to see. Like Brian Wu isn't,
Brian Wu had a really bad game.
yeah, like Gilbert's been like okay. Kirby's had like some really rough outings. They're going back to the piggyback, believe it or not.
Bryce Miller's been pretty
Bryce
good.
Miller's been pretty good. Yeah, but they're gonna try and piggyback with Bryce Miller, Emerson Hancock, and Luis Castillo again. Because I guess they don't trust Miller fully yet. I don't know why. Like
That's
I think
crazy.
that he's been our probably one of our better pitchers. All
Yeah,
throughout the season, I've said like, oh, like this pitcher's been good, this pitcher's been like terrible. It is just like a game of runs, like
yeah,
literally.
100%.
And like we might be saying like, oh, this pitcher's on fire. Like then like a couple weeks from now, I'll be like, yeah, that pitcher just sucks, dude. Like, um, but like it's weird that like every single year the Mariners have had like a pitcher that's been like the clear number one. Like last year it was Brian Wu. The year before it was like Logan Gilbert. Year before it was like still Castillo. Like now it doesn't feel like we have a clear number one guy this year. And it really kind
It
of
was also
sucks.
nice too because we had like the clear number one in Wu, but then it was like, all right, Logan Gilbert's playing today, George Kirby's playing today, Bryce Miller's playing today, and like you still were confident. You're like, okay, well they're still going to deliver like a good game. Maybe like once in a while they won't have a good game, but for the most part, they're going to do well. Whereas like same thing with our relief in Munoz. It's like, all right, he's going to deliver.
Yeah.
Like he was like the best.
One,
He was like the best closer last year for a while,
yeah.
and then now it's like, okay, well, Brian Wu for the most part is decent, but he has bad games. It's not like a bad moment. It's like in general, it's like a bad
Right.
game, and then
It's
like
it's head scratching me because he does really well at home. Like all of it, a
mm-hmm.
lot of his ERA at home versus the road is like pretty astounding.
What do you know what it is? I'd be curious.
I
What it is.
don't know off the top of my head. I do know that they were talking about it, and I think I saw like the ERA comparison between like home versus road. I just can't remember what it is, but I do know
Okay,
that from what I've seen, he has had better outings at home.
Jamie, can you look that up? Thank you.
Courtney's blurry, but I could see that she rolled her eyes.
Oh yeah, I
She
am.
thought it was funny.
I
That's
did think
Riz.
that's funny.
That's Riz. Courtney, did that do anything for you? But yeah,
No.
no, but now it's like I feel like Nunez has been ass. Like I saw that you dropped him, and then like
Yeah, I couldn't
um
do the -10 points anymore.
yeah, Bryce Miller's been good, but like everyone else is just like it's just like a little bit too inconsistent, which I'm not liking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whereas like that was like the one thing that was always consistent with our team. It's like okay, well, maybe our hitting doesn't show up, but at least our pitching will probably show up.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now it's like Brian Wu goes out, gives you like allows like 8 hits, and you're like, bro,
Yeah, like,
get
what
like
happened?
destroyed by the Nationals. It's just like, what are we doing?
Yeah. The Nationals are good, but, like, yeah, that
Yeah,
shouldn't happen.
yeah.
Yeah, so that's the rundown on baseball. There's some other stuff going on in the sports world. I do wanna talk about mainly the FIFA, though, the World
Okay.
Cup. So, obviously, the World Cup just started, and, well, I'm not really sure exactly, like, who's the early favorite. I do want
Well,
Go ahead.
the early favorite, it was Spain, and they just lost.
They did?
Oh.
Yeah, they lost. It was like a big upset.
Damn.
How does the series work? Like,
I
is
don't
it a
fully
series?
know.
Okay.
I think it's like I think it's like bracket, but like you can tie a
Okay.
game and you can still advance
That's why
right
I
now, at
hate
least.
soccer.
It's crazy.
That's a crazy
Mm.
statement, but I
It's
understand not
true.
liking ties,
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
I don't
Same with
like ties.
hockey.
I don't like ties either. But
Like, why are you playing then? If
I
you
just
can
don't
tie.
like seeing the like, oh, their record is 2-1-1. It's like, hey, why the fuck do we have a third number out here? Like,
Yeah. Like, just get rid of that. Like, I don't
yeah,
know.
just like I also love watching PKs, even though
Yeah.
it's probably the most stressful thing ever for the goalie, but still, it's fun.
Well,
Exactly. Like, figure out a way to not have ties. Like, come on.
Yeah.
I wanna talk about how the World Cup had like, all the different countries have different training camps, and how
Mhm.
it's
Mm.
all, like, scattered across the US, and some of these sites are, like, the most random, like, in the like, that you could think of. There's, like, teams literally training in West Virginia. Like, the like I think I wanna say it was Iraq that was training in West Virginia.
Mhm.
Don't let me just check that because obviously I won't be like claiming like, oh, they were training like freaking like Florida, bro. No, Iraq was literally training like West Virginia, and it's just kind of interesting to see like Jordan was training in Portland at U of P, and
That's
you have all these teams like all these countries kind of just spread out across like some are in Mexico, some are in Canada, some are in the U.S. And I think it's really great. I think that they're staying at the Nines Hotel in downtown Portland.
hey,
Yeah.
so good departure.
uh, yeah. And from what I've seen, like of the World Cup so far, the U.S. just killed Paraguay in the game that I watched last week. So that means that we're gonna win it all. And
Well,
USA,
Germany destroyed their opponent.
really?
They put like 8 goals. It was like 8-1.
Oh.
Why are they always so
And
good?
God, freaking Germans, bro. It's the blonde hair, blue eyes, freaking Courtney's out here. Um,
Hey, let's go.
but I think that team that they played, like people just felt bad because it was like I think a smaller country that probably hasn't really been here that much, and then Germany just comes in and fucking destroys them. It's like, okay, bro, like fucking calm down.
What do you so here's an interesting scenario. So the Egypt and Iran are playing each other in Seattle
Mm-hmm.
coincidentally during when the Pride parade is going down. Now both those countries have very strict laws on homosexuality.
Mm. Mm.
And they've said that they will boycott the game if there's people with Pride gear there. And
Jesus.
I think it's like absurd. It's absurd to me because you have to like kind of respect the laws of the country that you're visiting. Like we respected the laws when we were playing in Qatar and there wasn't like any nightlife or alcohol or anything. So I think that like I don't know what your thoughts are on that whole situation. But I think that there was like I saw like a photo of like those two teams and like the rainbow flag in the background. I'm just like Pride weekend at at the FIFA game.
Iran and Egypt.
Yeah,
You're like, oh, buddy.
God, I wouldn't be putting that out there.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you have to like. Well, one, I think it's crazy for them to like put them in Seattle for that. I
mhm.
feel like that's like the first problem, but that still shouldn't be an issue. Like they should be fully like you're in the U.S. Like you should respect the rules. It's like yeah, it might not be like what you believe, but you're here, so it's like you kind of have to like suck it up, literally.
Yeah, I agree. It's kind of it is.
Like I know like a lot of these what
No, go ahead.
I know a lot of, like I keep seeing like U.S. fans being interviewed on the. Oh, so it looks like your hand is like raised right now. I don't know what
It
you're doing,
is. It
but
is. I don't know.
okay. It's interesting because I keep seeing these videos of them like talking to these U.S. fans, and they're like, "Oh, like, what do you think about these teams coming in?" And everyone's being like really respectful, like, "Oh, I hope they feel like included and hope they enjoy this city or whatever." Where I think a lot of these European and like other teams from other countries kind of came in thinking that we'd just be like super freaking rude to everyone and be like get like super rowdy, and they're like, "Oh, I'm actually surprised. Like they're actually pretty nice." And so like we're being respectful of them. So I think you have to like in turn have to be respectful of like what we're doing. And it's like, all right, it's Pride Month, so it's like you have to respect that.
Right. Right.
Like as I respect, yeah, yeah.
Courtney been real quiet.
I was looking something up, so I wasn't fully listening, if I'm
Oh
being
God,
honest. I'm
We're talking about the NBA
sorry.
Finals.
the disrespect
No,
is insane.
no, I know you were talking about soccer, and was it another country was disrespecting, like, pride? Is that what was happening?
No, it's Iran and Egypt are playing against each other in Seattle during Pride
Uh-huh,
Month,
uh-huh.
and also it's Seattle. So
Pride
during
parade.
the Pride parade in Seattle, and both those countries are like historically not
Well, they're
for
also like
same-sex
being
marriage.
surly about it too, like being like, "Oh, we'll
Yeah.
boycott it." I think FIFA was just like, "Huh, no, you're not."
Yeah,
And
it's like, all right, go ahead, do it. You're not gonna fucking win the championship then.
yeah, like that's the
It's
thing.
like Cook, I guess.
Like y'all ain't like that. Come on. Like neither of your teams are
Yeah,
gonna be like moving past. So like,
it's like you don't have that kind of clout, so shut the fuck up.
I just think it's, like, messed up too, because it's like, it's fine if they don't wanna, like, necessarily support it, but don't be, like, rude about the people that do wanna support it, I guess, like, and
And to
don't
like
say mean
boycott it, it's like,
things.
bro,
Yeah, like, that's so rude, like,
it's like you literally do not have like the power to boycott this. Like that's
yeah,
crazy.
like, okay, again, don't take part in it, like, if you're that upset, don't take part in it, but, like, you don't need to be upset about other people doing it or be mean about
Yeah,
other people doing it.
yeah.
yeah,
It's just dumb.
that group, I looked it up. That Iran and Egypt are in is like so assy. I feel like Belgium and New Zealand are the other two teams in there. I just feel like I just I'm sorry. Like one of them is I think that Iran and Egypt, one of them might make it out, but
Iran.
they're not making it like any further than that. Um,
Yeah.
but I just know that USA is gonna win it all.
USA,
USA.
USA, USA.
Don't do that.
God,
Oh
if
god.
USA actually got to like the championship, it would be ridiculous. Like it'd be absurd because
If I was on the U.S. team, if I've scored, my celebration would literally just be like, I had to look at the crowd and be like, to everyone else.
You'd be like the least favorite player.
Yeah, probably.
uh,
So he will not be signed to this team next year. But have you been seeing all the like foreign people in the U.S. like reacting to being here? Like, have you seen all those
I
videos?
haven't.
Mm-mm.
It's so funny and so wholesome too, because they're like, people talk shit about USA, but like, I just went to Walmart and like, I could buy a gun, but I could also like buy my groceries. I could also buy a TV. And he's like, this is amazing. He's like, and then like other guy goes to Walmart. He's like, he picks up this massive thing of mayonnaise. He's like, who needs this much mayonnaise? But this is sick that you can buy it. I'm
We
like, bro, go
do.
to
We
Costco.
do. Yeah.
And then like another guy, they go to like a steakhouse, and they're like, oh my god, like the portions at all these places are insane, but everything's so good. Or they go to like a diner and they get like biscuits and gravy. They're like, oh my god, this shit is
God, you're
amazing.
making me
Like
hungry, dude. Like,
I know, I'm so
biscuits and gravy
hungry.
sounds. I'm really hungry right now, also by the way. But
Starving.
like
I'm
it's so funny seeing them and then like walking around and like I've seen so many people walking around in kilts and everything, and it's so sick. And then but you should just look up some of these videos because like they're really wholesome and they're like my first time in Walmart, and like they're doing like an everyday activity that like USA people, like people from the US do, but
That's so funny.
they're like fully geeked because it's like, wait, like we don't have portions like this. It's like he picked up a gallon of milk and was like, what the hell? And I was like,
yeah,
wait, I thought it was like
they
that.
do
Like that's
cartons
crazy.
in
It's
other countries. So
yeah. So it's like the difference is insane. So you should watch those videos. They're like very entertaining,
That is funny. That's cute.
very very wholesome. And
I'm
they're like, oh
make
my god, the
I'm
portions are
very
massive. I
hungry.
love it.
I'm very hungry.
Okay, Justin.
It's funny. Well, one more thing too. I saw someone put it on the notes, and I thought it would just be cool to touch on was the UFC fights in front of the White House, and then also Nitro Circus was in front of the White
Too
House.
political.
And
Fucking love Nitro Circus,
yeah,
dude.
Too
and
political.
I just think it's cool, like, that there were these two, like, very large, like, professional, like, sporting events. What are you
Bro's
laughing
trying
at?
to eat. He's trying to
Oh,
eat
oh
something.
my God,
Like
it's too
you do
much.
not have to turn your camera off that, bro, for that.
That's so funny. But I thought it was cool and something that I don't know. Again, it's the first time that it's happened. I'm interested to see like if other sports will take place there. Um,
I
yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
I
know.
don't think it's like necessary to have it there at all. But
No.
I did grow up watching Nitro Circus, and so I do love Nitro Circus. I think that's
Yeah.
so sick.
I think
I
it's
also
super
love like
cool for all those
motorsport.
athletes too. Like I know like it might not be the best time and like a lot of them might not agree with the political like where we're at, like where the country's at, who is president, all of those things, but it's like, literally, I forgot his name, but, like, the first fighter, like, he got to walk from the Oval Room or is it the Oval Room?
Oval
Through
Office.
Oval Office, through the entire White House, like, to like, that was, like, his walkout. Like, that's so
That's
cool
kind of
to get to
cool.
say that you got to
Yeah.
do that. Like, regardless of politics, like, the White House is, like, a cool place to get to say that you, like, got to do your sport there. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And, like, for Nitro
Yeah.
Circus, like, that hasn't I mean, it's been around for a decent amount of time, but not, like, super long, and so it's like, those guys probably had no idea that one day they'd end up doing that in front of the White House. Like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. I can see that. And I do agree with you. Um it is because like honestly the venue that they built was like I was like, okay, this like as
Yeah.
much as like I don't agree with this, like it is impressive.
Mhm.
But again, it feels unnecessary, but again, it is like once in a lifetime opportunity.
It
But
it
and
I
it's
would
is
like it is good like exposure, but overall I still don't think it's like that necessary. But
do
it
you guys feel like it's
no.
unnecessarily, though, based off of who's president?
Yes.
one, yes. Two, I also just don't know of another president that would do
Be-
it. That's also why.
because it just also happens to coincide on Trump's birthday too. Like it's like a vanity project in the end. Um like it just I don't know, it just creates more of a security risk too. Like they apparently foiled a terror plot that was supposed to take place there. Um
Damn.
it's just
Which
also
is also crazy because I guess, like, the kid's mom, like, called it in too. I heard about that, but
yeah, I haven't read too much about the
Good on her.
details, but they foiled a terror plot. Um, and also like it just seems like a vanity project. Like in the end, like I get like the general gist what you're saying,
But
Courtney.
we need that ballroom.
Like
mm,
the like Obama was criticized for like putting a basketball hoop in. Um,
mm.
and it's sporting at like the White House. Like it's never happened before. I think it's a good thing in a way to have, like, some sort of sporting event, but that's probably the only sporting event that I could see working in the White House. Like, you're not gonna play, like, a football game, you're not gonna play, like, a basketball
They
game.
should have a boxing match
They
in the Oval Office.
they could make a they could have a boxing match. They could have, like,
Mm,
more UFC fights, but it's just also at the same time a huge security risk, and it's just a bad reflection of, like, American politics right now because right now we got people struggling to, like, make ends meet, and there was, like, stuff going like, we still hadn't settled the Iran war yet. Like, it's just a bad look all around, and I think the optics of it, I can't agree with. Um
I think that's why when I say it's unnecessary is because of everything that's happening, it feels like okay, we're like we're doing this big thing that ultimately is not that big of a deal because like there's all these other issues happening, and that would go for any. Obviously, I don't like the president, but like that would go with any president. Like if Obama
mm,
did this, it'd be like okay, great, but
Yeah,
it almost feels like out of touch.
it does. It is out
mm.
of touch.
It feels out of touch, even though like they do get exposure. And I mean, I would love to see like Travis Pastrana like jump the White House or something like on a dirt bike or something like that'd be
Like,
sick.
that's
Even though
so
that'd be like a very easy
cool.
jump, but it again, but there's a lot of these like type of events that happen, not necessarily like around politics or Trump, that are just like unnecessary and feel like a vanity project or just
Well,
like out of touch kind of thing.
it is very much a vanity project because it's occurring on his birthday. Like, I I think that that's, like, the biggest sign that it's a vanity project to me. It's like they're fighting for his, like, delight and stuff. I
Yeah.
just can't get behind it. I'm sorry. Just it's just tacky and everything. If it were, like, on Obama's birthday too, I'd be like, "What the hell?" Like, if it were on Biden's birthday, I'd be like, "Seriously?" Like, this is not, like, a good use of, like, anyone's time. Or not anyone's time, but,
Mm,
like, not the taxpayers' money. Um,
Well, yeah, that's like when like Katy Perry went to like the space and it's like, okay, bro, like this
come
is like
on.
literally so
Yeah.
unnecessary.
Yeah.
Like Jeff Bezos goes to space. It's like cool. Like I would do it too, but
You could be helping
unnecessary.
so many more people with that money. Like,
Yeah.
that we just made, like, the first trillionaire ever, and yet he's not gonna do any good for the world with that money. He's only going to just keep building his company up, which I guess he doesn't have an obligation to, like, spend that money, but it would be pretty nice if he got if he got taxed more because there shouldn't be trillionaires. There should never be trillionaires. It's just ridiculous to me. Um,
As you're speaking to a trillionaire right now, it's crazy.
like,
Um,
no one what are you gonna do with that amount of money? Like, what are you gonna do with that amount of money? Just that
so many drinks at Taylor's.
that's like the GDP of a small country. Like,
Yeah, that is true. Yeah.
it's it's just so like, the optics are just so bad for a lot of this stuff. I get
Yeah.
I get what you're saying, though. I do think that it is, like, unique to have, like, a sporting event at the White House. I just think that now is not the time for it.
yeah.
Well,
I
have
mean,
you
I can
seen
see that as well. I think what I'm excited about, though, is to see, like, if something like this were to is going to happen again, like, will there be more sporting events? And maybe it isn't like what you're saying, like, I understand, like, not the right time, but I guess in years down, like, did this start something for other presidents too? I don't
Mm,
know. I don't know. I'm just curious, like, if it changed, kind of where the sporting events can take place, and will they, like, do
I
more? I don't know.
I will say I do sometimes enjoy when a sporting event happens in a location that doesn't feel like it would be there. Like I
Mhm,
know they'll have some like sometimes they'll have um like a big like Nike game where it's like the top prospects in the country will go play and it's like they're in like Lincoln Square, New York, and they just build a court and it's like
mhm.
outside because it's like the spring, so it's like mild outside. Like
Yeah.
I do find that kind of thing entertaining, and so like I can understand why that would be interesting.
Or, like,
Um,
a basketball game played on, like, a naval ship, like, that's happened before.
yeah, like that's crazy. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Um,
I just think that, like, right now, like, especially with how, controversial Trump is, that and, like, how many other problems we got going on in the world, that is not, like, a good use of, like, money for
like I think it looks cool in a way, but it's just unnecessary, and especially with how controversial the president
It's like
is.
occurring on his
Mm.
It's what's
it's
tough.
occurring on his birthday too. Like
Yeah, so on his birthday is a little
it
unfortunate
it
timing. That's bad
it
timing,
just
but
like makes him look like it's all for his entertainment too. That's just my opinion. Um,
he is a UFC fan.
he's a UFC fan, and there's a lot of UFC fighters, like the majority of them love Trump. Uh, but like I don't know if it could be replicated because like for one, there's not gonna be a football like play on the White House lawn, like not a football game like that.
No. No, I
Um,
mean, football wouldn't that's, like, the main sport that you cannot do, but you could probably do basketball.
you could do basketball.
I was gonna say, I bet you could do basketball. There's
You
other
could do
The
sports that
finals are
they
held there.
definitely
what?
could do.
The finals are hosted there.
God, just get to see like next president gets to see Shea just shooting free throws on the White House lawn would be absurd.
Hockey, honestly, outside hockey game would be kinda sick, like, but
Yeah. I just think though is that
I think it's cool.
at certain other like locations, it's like not that big of an issue. Like because like it doesn't require like all the security costs and stuff. But this does. Like it's the same reason why I got like an issue with like Trump going to like the Knicks game. It just creates a lot of like just security needs and stuff. Only there he
yeah.
was displacing like actual fans from watching the game outside the stadium. This one is just like very bold and still puts a target on his back. Because he is not a popular president right now. He's in the toilet with popularity and stuff. And he usually has a lot of enemies too. Um, so I think it's just too dangerous to
Mm.
host an event like that too. Um, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was gonna say, like, just, like, logistically, it's just probably a nightmare. I mean, logistically, to do anything with any president is a fucking nightmare.
Mhm.
Just in terms of, like, having to plan everything, and you have the Secret Service, and then it's I mean, apparently Shams, who's, he's, like, this, NBA analyst guy who, like, drops trade rumors and stuff, he he dropped his, like he dropped something on the way into the MSG for Game 3 when Trump was there, and, like, Secret Service, like, came down on him thinking he, like, purposely dropped something on the ground or
Oh
something,
my
which I thought was
god.
he's like, "No, no, no, it's okay." So funny.
That's
Um,
sketchy.
Yeah.
it's oh,
My
what?
dad, when we were last in DC, wanted to take a picture with one of the Secret Service guys, thinking they were like gonna be like
God,
the Buckingham Palace guards, and they told him to go away. Um,
that's so
yeah,
funny.
That's hilarious.
yeah.
Oh my god. Um, well, I actually the I keep seeing mixed things where, like, I keep seeing, like, the Knicks decline the invitation to the White House, and then I also saw that
Mm.
they accepted one. So I don't I know, the Seahawks are not going. I know they, like, they didn't get an invite or something, but the Knicks, I'm not sure if they're going to the White House or not.
If they get an
'Cause
invite, is it like the whole team has to accept, or, like, can part of the players go, or, like, how does it
Oh
work?
shit, yeah, they did accept an invite to the White House. Um,
oh, I thought they declined it.
the Knicks did. They are the first team NBA team visiting Trump in the White House because uh
Probably because of Mitchell Robinson.
no, their owner is like buddies with Trump too. That is a catalyst here. Um,
Well, so like, Courtney asked a good question though. Like, let's say Brunson doesn't want to go. Is he obligated to go, or
he's
is it just like he doesn't have
he,
he doesn't have to
he
go,
doesn't have to
right?
go. I mean, that's
Okay, that's what I thought.
like when the Eagles won last year, like
Jalen
Jalen
Hurts.
Hurts and like a
Okay,
bunch
yeah,
of other players didn't go. Um,
Hmm.
yeah.
and like it's kind of funny that like OKC like didn't get a trip to the White House too. Like last year, like that's that's just crazy to me that like Seahawks never have like accepted an invitation to, so that's out the window because the Knicks are already going. Um, so it'll be interesting to see like who uh who will end up going to the White House. Will the first gay finals player, Carl Anthony Towns, actually go meet Trump?
It's insane. During Pride Month, that's crazy.
No, I'm just kidding. But
Oh my god, we made it!
but like I feel like Mitch Robinson's obviously just stoked that they're going.
Yeah.
I don't really know the political leanings of the other players as well.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
But we'll see. We'll see.
I could see, like, Brunson and Cat not going, but I could see, like, Josh Hart going low-key just because he's just like, whatever.
I don't know. I feel like Josh Hart's like I don't know. Like a little like I don't want to say he's like smart because he is smart. Um,
Fucking love Josh
yeah,
Hart.
like he
Kills me.
he like he's just like too smart for the White House, but at the same time, like you also see like he's a big team player. So I see
Yeah.
like OG like turning it down because he's like not really that interested. He's from like England anyways. So um
Yeah, I always forget. Doesn't he have an accent?
I think he might. I think he might.
Yeah.
Yeah. He
There was someone recently I heard talking and I was like, "Oh shit, I completely forgot you're just like not from here."
But like
Who was
the
that?
Thunder Stars had more reason to turn down the White House because like a good chunk of them were like Canadian and like Chet's from like Minnesota, which is like just getting like attacked by like ice and stuff. Um
Yeah.
so like they had like more reason to like kind of just say like no, we're not going. Um it is
Yeah.
kind of crazy that this is like the first team to go to I don't
It's a New York
the
team.
New York team no less. They hate him there. Like he was the reason why they
Yeah.
couldn't go to watch like the watch party. That's
Yeah.
crazy to me. I wonder if they're gonna get blowback for that. Like if the Spurs won, like I don't think they're going because Wemby
Oh yeah, Wemby's not going.
Wemby's not a Trump guy. Uh, Greg Popovich still has a lot of influence in that club too. He hates Trump.
Yeah, very very outspoken about that.
Yeah, like it's yeah. And if the Warriors had won, like like they didn't make it to the front friggin'
Steve Kerr ain't going.
Steve Kerr never went. Yeah. Like there's certain personalities that just don't like Trump. That is crazy though that the Knicks are gonna be the first team to go, just based off the fact that like they're in New York and stuff. So
I feel like there might be backlash depending on who goes, so I guess it'll be interesting to see what happens as we follow that.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
all right. Well, I mean, do we have anything else? I'm down to close it.
I'm hungry.
Courtney, do you have anything else?
No, I'm starving.
Is she frozen?
No, she's
Oh,
just
you guys are
pretending
both
she's just pretending to be frozen.
Oh, okay, there. I was like,
Oh,
damn, she hasn't blinked in a fucking minute.
no, I was frozen. You guys, my power went out 3 times during this recording.
Okay, I was wondering if it was your power or like what happened. Like I literally was like talking about something that I like wanted to like talk about with you, and then you cut out, and I was like, oh, cool.
Yeah. No, my power's gone out like 5 times today, and 3 of them happened while recording. I'm like, cool.
Yeah, sure your power went out.
Guys, excuses are getting crazier.
I'll send you the email from the power company, okay? Proof.
Me
And I'll send you the hours that you have to make up for how long you were gone for.
Again, we need HR.
Oh, we already got it.
Nope. We need real.
But anyways, thank you guys for tuning into another episode of Second String Experts. Episode
6-7.
No.
That's my that will be our celebration.
That'll be my celly.
But but yeah, anyways, thank you guys. We will talk to you hopefully next week. We'll plan for next week. Courtney may or may not.
We never
be
know.
here. We'll see.
It's always an
I
adventure.
do actually have a
That's kind of the fun part of it, is like you don't know if she's gonna be here or not, you know? Then it's like a nice
I
little
just keep the people
surprise.
like guessing. Like
Yeah, never let them know your next move.
exactly. You don't know where
And
I'll
our next
be,
move is
what I'm
being kicked
doing.
off because we are having tryouts.
No, we're all
Because we need a new starter because Courtney is always on the bench.
wrong.
It's funny.
God, I'm literally just typing shit right now.
That's how I felt like towards the end too. I didn't know what the hell I was saying. I feel like yeah. Anyways, I'm just gonna be typing more shit if I keep talking.
Anyways, all right, we will talk to you guys later. Thank
Holy
you so much.
smokes. Trae Young
What?
plans to decline his player option and will become a free agent.
Ah, love it. I'm here for that.
Yep. Anyways,
Love that. Love player movement.
yep.
Alright, anyways,
Don't come to
see you
the
guys.
West.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye.
How long you been with her?
How long you been with her?